are seeing it live just as you are, but on your feed on this live, it will come through delayed. So we will be seeing the picks in real time with you. You'll just see our reaction.
You got an intro of Ty talking to the YouTube there, people over on YouTube. He clearly did not get my cue that said, I'm queuing in the YouTube people. He just kept rolling through it. That's all right. Welcome in to those of you on YouTube, over on Facebook, on X as well, for tuning in to our watch party of the NFL draft tonight. This is going to be a fun one. Roger is welcoming the people. How many other people do you think Roger's going to bring out on stage right now? Because we all know Roger could bring out a ton of different people. Wiz Khalifa, going to bring him out for black and yellow. We're in Pittsburgh, you know. Who else is coming out here alongside the two studs in Pittsburgh?
You got to bring up Ben, don't you?
I feel like you have to.
You have to bring up Ben.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't care. Just give me the pick. That's the only reason I'm here.
That's the only reason I'm here.
We're doing such a disservice to Jackson because he would want us to be talking about.
That's true.
This, and we're just brushing over it.
I think they're going to bring out Brian Urlacher, Dick Butkus, Jay Cutler. Oh, sorry, wrong team. No, I don't know who you even.
James Harrison, Jerome Bettis.
They got to bring up the bus at some point, right?
Right. You have
Polamalu.
Maybe they'll bring out Polamalu.
I don't see. Is he a first rounder for you guys this year? Polamalu.
Every year.
Sorry. We've been talking about grades for so long that it starts to blend in with everything else.
Seeing people, we got a few Giants fans in the TikTok feed. We got a Ravens fan. Andy, how we doing, man? Thanks for being here tonight. Over on the YouTube feed, Samuel, great to be here. Yes, it is, sir. Glad to have you join us tonight. Oh, man, it is going to be, I'll say, we might be down on the 2026 draft class. Everybody is down on the 2026 draft class, but I put out a tweet today that said the mystery is unparalleled in this class as well. I think we might be able to say, oh, the first 15 picks are easy. I would beg to disagree. And then once you get after 20, it's a complete crapshoot who's going to go in the first round versus who isn't.
It is, it's dirt read season anytime because we're now getting to the point with Dallas that, hey, the former defensive...
Ben.
Oh, yeah. Ba-bang. Yeah, we cheers that. Bradshaw. No, but we're getting to the point with Dallas where it's like, hey, the defensive line coach at UCF, who is now the assistant defensive line coach in Dallas. So Dallas is for sure taking Malachi Lawrence. And it's like, is an assistant defensive line coach really going to have that much say in the draft room?
The only reason you brought him in.
Are we sure? And which is maybe a good segue into this because did we all have Malachi Lawrence mocked to the Cowboys at 20?
Well, this is a great question. This is a great opportunity for me to pull up the mock draft feed, the mock draft graphic over on YouTube. If you are watching on TikTok, I'm sorry we can't show you the graphics here, but all three of us, every year we do a head-to-head competition with our mock drafts. I know I have Malachi Lawrence sneaking in at 31 to the Patriots.
Ooh, 31.
Ty, you have him. Where do you have? You have him at 20 to Dallas.
20. Hook, line, and
Cam,
sinker.
you have him at 27 to Dallas. Yes. So both of you have him going to Dallas. I have him sneaking into the Patriots being one of the better pure pass rushers in this class. But
Raiders on the clock.
The Raiders. Wow, we're getting into this already. All right.
706. This is a new record.
I think it might be a new record. So the Raiders are officially on the clock. Unfortunately, not a lot of mystery here. Fernando Mendoza across the board for all of us as he awaits to be selected first overall, as he's well aware at this point. Do you feel trade offers even?
No. I don't think. I'm sure they haven't had a phone ring in 4 months. It's been, or not 4 months, whatever. 2 months, 2.5 months.
Yeah.
Since they had or national championship game, it's been pretty obvious that, all right, this guy's going one. So yeah, I mean, he's by far the best quarterback in this draft class. Now, I think the real question is, you compare him to past years, where does he actually stack up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you take him one over Caleb? I mean, I think the answer is pretty obviously no there, right? But it's just because he's won this year, does that mean for sure you're one, in other years. So
I'm just annoyed they're going to soak up the entire 8-minute clock.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you could have just taken this card up to the podium and saved everybody 8 minutes plus of their lives. But we all know the NFL's got to make a spectacle talking about Fernando Mendoza and how good he is and why he's the first overall pick. And I don't know, man. Let's just save us the time. Do your people a service, NFL.
But that's the thing is NFL Network, the broadcast that we are watching, they are doing the rundown of the Fernando Mendoza pick already. They're showing the highlights. They're talking about the skills and traits. The pick hasn't even been announced yet, but everyone knows. But still, we gotta get down to 25 seconds on the clock, and then the pick is in, and then we gotta wait. You know what's gonna happen? It's now just clicking. I know we waited some time on 10-minute clocks when the pick went in. Right, there was still a minute or two until the pick was announced.
Yeah.
Do you think they just make up the time?
They throw
after
in
that?
They throw in 2 advertisements.
Yeah.
I bet.
Right.
That's what it'll be. They throw in 2 advertisements.
They're just pretending like it's gonna be faster. It's not that.
When really it's not.
Yeah, the crazy thing is too, like I sent my mock, and after this pick, I was genuinely like, I could only have one pick right this entire day because it's even truthfully, like we don't even know who's going at 2 right now.
No,
right?
no, we don't.
It felt one way, and then all of a sudden everybody was like, no, it's this way. And so this was the only legit like solid pick, like down,
Down the
and
middle.
after this, it's just, it could be wild, which I'm hoping it is. That's just more fun for us to kind of,
Clint,
see
why
the
don't you,
trades.
I need you to get on the phone with Fernando Mendoza and let him know he is the newest member of the Las Vegas Raiders. All right. I don't need to look at this clock for another 5 minutes.
Also, can I just say though, you guys see that guy that was on the wall, that was sitting in the chair on the wall in just a t-shirt? Everyone else is in their sport coat and dress shirts and whatnot.
How much you think he's getting paid to be there?
I strive to be that. He's now my new hero. To be able to sit in a war room in just a shirt and a t-shirt and shorts and just go, yeah, I belong here.
I belong here.
I belong here. This is who I am.
Oh man. How much do you think he's getting paid to actually be there? That's crazy.
It is crazy too. They waited for 3 minutes to tick down off the clock before making the call.
Yeah, right.
They're like, oh, let's make them sweat a little bit.
Well,
Maybe we're calling someone else.
But you guys have seen the videos of like the behind the scenes of how the NFL draft works, and teams are almost a pick or 2 ahead of what you see on the broadcast.
Yeah.
So then like there isn't any kind of miscommunication or anything between where the team is located and where the draft is being held.
Yeah.
So again, Vegas has been on the clock technically since 7:00 1 second tonight.
Oh,
But now we get the clock to run down. Like, so they've
Pick is in for the Las Vegas Raiders. Let's go.
wow,
Let's go.
wow, they did it.
Let's keep this thing moving.
Wow. I'm surprised. I was fully ready to stall out for another 3 minutes.
Oh, well. Here we go. Over Fantasy Meatball over on YouTube. Here Vegas trades the first pick. No, I don't hear Vegas trades the first pick. The pick's in. It's Fernando Mendoza. Well, Kevin thinks it's going to be Diego Pavia.
hey,
Dog.
Classic Kevin. That's why you haven't won yet, Kevin.
it's a character hire right there.
Brutal.
I mean, if you're picking the guy who's more traditionally of Vegas characteristics, it's definitely Pavia over Mendoza. But
We're going to get the stream canceled in the first 10 minutes. Oh, man.
Hey, is Jackson out there somewhere?
Yeah, that's a good thing to mention. We do have a live source for us in Pittsburgh tonight. So I apologize to all of you out there watching the stream. If you feel like the production quality is lower tonight, it's because we don't have our usual producer here with us because he's live in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is his team if you've joined us in years past. So he is live in Pittsburgh this year. So once we get down the draft a little bit, he gave us his take on who he thinks the Steelers take. And then also we'll get his live reaction after the Steelers make their pick as well. And Roger Goodell, year by year, I swear he takes longer to actually waddle out to the podium.
Does he have a broken back this year like he did last year or 2 years ago, whenever it was?
His hair isn't shown. I think he might have dyed his hair. There should be more gray in that hair. And here we go. Roger Goodell is at the podium.
The Las Vegas Raiders select Fernando Mendoza,
Wow.
pretends to be shocked. Fernando Mendoza, number 1 overall to the Las Vegas Raiders. I do believe that is in our mock draft scoring, to give the people another reminder of that.
I did it.
He got his one. Good work. Good work.
Mama, I made it. Sorry.
Is,
I'm like, I didn't see you with the hat. And I was look at you.
starting to
it's
cry.
first the cheers, and then it's the no. So in our mock draft, it is
We're having
1
a day.
point per player you get correct in the first round. It's not the position or anything like you've done in years past. First, if the players in the first round, you get 1 point. If you match for their team, it's 2 points. So it's 3 points total for all of us right there. The New York Jets are now finding themselves on the clock. Appreciate you all who are hanging out with us over on TikTok, over on YouTube, over on Facebook, over on X as well. Fernando Mendoza pick for the Las Vegas Raiders. So now the draft does start at 2 because we have a battle between local beat writers for the New York Jets and the national media for the New York Jets. Everyone in national media, consensus, it's been David Bailey. And if you're Todd McShay, you've gone snip, snap, snip, snap, snip, snap for the last basically 4 days, but ultimately landed on David Bailey. Everybody in the local media who does radio, local beat writers are all saying Arvell Reese for this team. You both have Arvell Reese to the Jets. How confident are you now?
50%.
Literally, I put the coin and I picked one.
No, I was thinking about this. If you are the Jets organization, why would you just, I don't want to say you straight up lie to your local reporters, but if you had to disappoint one group between your local beat reporters and the national, insiders, wouldn't you rather lie to the insiders rather than your local guys? Because to me, lying to your local beat reporters is just like a one-way ticket to losing all kind of trust with anybody that covers your team. That's just me, but I would understand going David Bailey.
Which that I lean that philosophy as well. Yet I don't know how to rectify the top 30 visit being canceled for David Bailey. National reporter saying that's probably a red flag, and then them still mocking David Bailey second overall. I just don't know how to rectify all those things at once. It's not computing in my head.
Rick Spielman.
Oh yeah, Rick Spielman's in that draft room, isn't he?
Wow,
man, found his way back into a front office. Oh, hey, good. Hey, he hit on enough post third round picks for us most years. Just seems we can never get the.
I mean.
First 2 rounds, right?
Who could forget the infamous Wyatt Davis, Kellen Mond,
Pick is in for the New York Jets already.
Wow. Here we go.
We're clipping this thing along this year.
We are.
I was expecting the Jets to run out this clock all the way through, see if they I don't know if they would actually field any offers. They don't seem like the likely trade down candidate. That's the next pick, which that's a whole story and a half we'll have to talk about here. But okay, so you both are still sticking to your guns here. You think it's Arvell Reese?
Yeah. Well, and here's the last thing I'll say about it. If you weren't taking Reese, how many teams behind you were actually going to be in on David Bailey?
Right.
So if you were going to take David Bailey, I would feel like you would be in more trade conversations or reports that you're shipping or that you're at least shopping your pick.
Right.
So I still lean Arvell Reese, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'm also here for the chaos of everyone's mock being absolutely toast.
Yep.
If it is Arvell Reese,
you're not having any change of thoughts after hearing all this.
So I gotta see what mock you have of me on there because
I got your newest one.
My newest one has David Bailey.
Oh no, yours does have David Bailey.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Like, you kept saying it, and then all of a sudden I checked, and I was
No.
I don't want to be the one to tell you I think you got the wrong. Okay, so yeah, I followed
the
national media on that one, so I was a sucker. But that's what I had Arvell Reese, and then got suckered into it. So I'm going to blame national media for that.
And Roger Goodell is making his way to the podium. Man, we are holding true to 8 minutes per pick.
Yeah, but
when the pick's in on time.
We get a commercial after this.
We probably do. Here's Roger at the podium. David Bailey, even after the canceled top 30 visit. Wow. So Cameron and I both log another 3 points.
Wow.
So
loser.
But this is fascinating, right? Because it seems like the one thing I did keep hearing from all the local beat reporters was that they kept talking about how Aaron Glenn had him in the building, was talking about how great of a fit Arvell Reese would be in their system, right? But then all the national guys are like, man, I just keep hearing David Bailey, and that, you know what, first time GM in the building, we just don't want to screw up this pick. We don't need to take a quote unquote chance on moving Arvell Reese to edge. When you got basically just a stand up speed rusher on the edge already who can get you double digit sacks in a season.
I can't say that I'm not surprised, because again, it was between Arvell Reese and David Bailey, but now all of a sudden I'm going, what's Arizona going to do?
You want to know what they're going to do? Their phones are buzzing off the hook right now.
You got the Saints, you get the Chiefs. Do you get the Cowboys?
You get the
maybe?
Cowboys in here probably.
Maybe.
The Cowboys are probably in the mix. I do in my mock. I do have the Chiefs trading up here for Arvell Reese. I haven't given up 9 and 29 to move up to 3 with Arizona and getting Arvell Reese, because Arvell Reese is a Steve Spagnuolo kind of guy.
I got the Saints coming up.
So you and I both got it for Arvell Reese. Okay.
Yes, but I got the Saints being the one. I can't buy into the Jeremy. We've been discussing. This is the one, like, I can't get out of my head, is they keep bringing up Jeremiah Love to the Cardinals here at 3.
Best player available. Who is it? Bam over on TikTok just said best player available. That might be Jeremiah. That is Jeremiah Love here.
Just the timing to me feels off. But
So
I guess for me, it's you go Love here. You're for sure trading for Ty Simpson. Like,
yeah.
Yes.
Like, just because you have to have those timelines line up. That kind of is what it feels like. But I got to imagine that teams are offering up some pretty decent.
You know what tells me Rick Spielman didn't agree with this pick, because he's the only one not standing up right now.
Boo.
He saw all pro potential with Arvell Reese, and he got overruled because they're like, we need to hit a single. We can't try to go for the home run right now.
Yeah. I don't know if I called Dave Bailey a single, but yeah. We want to hit a line drive somewhere.
Yeah,
maybe we'll
in the gap.
Maybe we'll leg out a triple with it, but not a home run. All right. Yeah. Okay. I would take that. I'm not calling David Bailey a single yet. I think it's a little harsh at the, end of the day. But
and also, the interview that he had where he was talking about Monty as the Jets GM.
I was trying to figure out how to factor that in too. That was bizarre to me.
What in the world? Like,
yeah.
I feel, how do I say this? I feel bad for Connor Rogers. I feel really bad for Badlands. I feel really bad for whoever the writer is at The Athletic. I feel really bad for them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, your franchise, the team that you cover, just straight up lied to your face and said, you dummies.
So, okay, but that's, so I'm trying to figure out, would they actually die? I don't want to make it as cut and dry as they told the beat reporters one thing and they told national media the other. I don't know if it's actually that simple. But I do think they might have more local pieces that they're putting together. I don't know. I different sources, different level of sources, right? But again, you bring up a guy like Connor Rogers, right? Where he's like doing local Jets radio, but also like he does national coverage for NBC at the same time, right? So he balances kind of all those different sources as well. Oh my gosh, in Arizona.
So it looks
they're
like
clapping. They only got 1:53 left on the clock. We do Kyle Robert over on Facebook. What are the Cardinals doing here? Look, again, I have them trading out of this pick. I have the Chiefs coming up to get Arvell Reese. Cameron, you have the Saints coming up to get Arvell Reese.
Maybe it is Jeremiah Love.
Ty, did you have Jeremiah Love in your mock?
No, I had Francis Mauanoa.
So Francis Mauanoa
Really?
just sticking and picking the tackle, making sure you get protection for your future franchise quarterback.
Yeah, my thought process was that I didn't think Jeremiah Love was really truly like in their radar. They were just mentioning him just because he is one of the elite talents of this draft class.
This
Because
pick
if they
is
traded,
taking a long time.
because if they traded down, they would end up just taking Malinois anyway, or
Yeah.
whatever offensive
Sure.
lineman was there.
Sure.
So in my mock draft, I'm like, there's a world where, hey, there isn't a trade that comes around.
Yep.
And the Jeremiah Love thing was just to try to get phones going.
Yep.
And it was actually Francis Malinois all along, because that's who they were going to take, even if they
The
traded
pick
down.
is in for
Wow.
Arizona. They're sticking and picking here. Wow.
Also, you know what I probably think when it comes to the trades for the Cardinals, they were probably looking for a 27 first from somebody.
Oh, totally.
And nobody was giving
Nobody's
them that.
getting off of a 20. My guess is that when we do see trades tonight, because I don't want it to be a matter of if, when we do see trades tonight, we're not going to see anything within the first or second round of next year. No 2027 first or second round picks are going to be included, because that's
Unless-
how high front offices already are on next year's class, even without knowing who 100% is going to declare versus who is.
Unless it's Jerry, because Jerry's
Well,
gonna
Jerry would be the only one with the left brain cells that he has remaining up in his brain would be the guy to do it. No offense to Jerry. So, okay, so the fact that Arizona is sticking and picking here,
I think they went Love.
you know what?
But maybe they did go, because that could be the thing, is maybe they thought Reese was going too.
Right.
And so you go Reese here, and that's why we get
Which-
the loud claps and you're excited because
Yep.
you're holy
Yeah,
all right,
cow.
it makes
we
All
got
right,
the
we
guy-
did get
you know.
we did get the linebacker,
Yes,
turn
we-
him into edge that we do actually want.
Yes, we didn't think he was even going to be on the clock, and now the fact that we could get
which is the Monty Austinport premium
Oh,
position.
it totally
pick.
is. Yes, it's the premium position. Yes. Final predictions as Roger goes up
I'm
here.
going Reese.
It's probably Arvell Reese at
I'm-
this point.
I'll be different. I'll say Jeremiah Love. I could see the Cardinals
I
just
think it's
pulling
Reese.
this
I talked
off,
myself
and
back
we're
into
all
it.
pulling our hair out. Here we go. Roger at the podium. Wow! They do go Jeremiah Love. Oh, the front office voices were loud
So
and
are-
clear, and Jeremiah Love is the number 3 overall pick to the Arizona Cardinals. Because we are a fantasy football page, we get a chance to talk about this from a fantasy football perspective as well. You basically just set a check on fire for Tyler Algier this offseason.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, I know it's
Well-
not that simple. I know it's not that simple, because I do think you're going to have a Bijan Robinson, Tyler
Yeah, I was gonna
Algier
say,
dynamic
that's
going
where
on
they're going
here.
for.
Right. That is what they're going for here. But man, 2 years, $12 million for Algier. That's a 1-year deal now that you got Jeremiah Love in town.
So-
That's-
Real quick,
I feel bad for the guy.
I just want to say this. We had an episode right when free agency started, ranking and grading the AFC and NFC moves. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna try to double check this. I think I was fairly critical of the Algier signing to Arizona,
You were.
because my thought process was you could have taken Jeremiah Love. And so Arizona literally listened to that and went, we'll do both. We'll do both. So-
watch me do both.
Well, watch me.
Watch me.
So
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
I'll do it. I don't know. To make this, why is he touching all the logos? Whatever.
Just getting the full experience. He's
I
a
guess so.
tactile learner.
I guess so. To bring this to a fantasy perspective though, and I'll let you speak on it, because that's where you definitely want to stay.
Uh-oh.
is-
There's a breaking news update from Sleeper, and I can't read it.
No,
Nor do I know if I
don't-
want to read it.
I forgot to put
There
my-
is no pick tipping on this channel whatsoever.
Yep. I forgot to put my phone on do not disturb.
Oh no, it's a message in our fantasy.
Okay.
Thank
thank
Oh, I
goodness.
swear I saw breaking news up
Oh,
there.
maybe. I haven't got that one yet.
Would it surprise anybody if Jeremiah Love has an Ashton Genty like rookie season? At this
Well,
point?
so that's the thing with the Arizona Cardinals is you don't got a quarterback.
Well, they will.
Well,
I would put a lot of money on them having a quarterback by the end of the night.
Yeah,
Ty Simpson.
Yes.
But like, do you feel?
Yeah.
But do you feel
no,
good about that?
no.
Right, like I was gonna say, because we saw Ashton Genty roll out with Geno Smith, and I mean, I not that Geno was a high bar for Ty Simpson in the past in his rookie season from last year, but you don't have the offensive line built out yet. You're going to be looking at a franchise quarterback next year. Hopefully, you're looking at a franchise
Yes.
quarterback next year.
Hopefully.
I have a tough time. Best player available. I get it. A lot of people will go with the philosophy of just draft the best player available and it'll work out. I look at the teams who have done that. The Raiders have done that.
Yeah.
The Falcons have been doing it. Kyle Pitts, Bijan Rob, right? Best player available. How's it been going for them? I can't sit here and logically look at taking these premium position players when you have other necessary holes to fill on your team. It's like, yeah, no, it's worth it. Like I get Arvell Reese maybe is like he doesn't solve everything for your defense. But again, that's like trade with a team like the Chiefs. Yeah. So you can go back and take a quality piece at a position of need while getting the draft capital as well. This philosophy just continues to blow my mind. Jeremiah Love's going to be a great player, but from an NFL perspective, it just boggles my brain every time. But I'll let you speak from more of a fantasy perspective on Jeremiah Love, Cameron.
All I need, I'm gonna die if I don't get it, is breaking news that we're getting 6th round pick swaps with Trey Benson deal coming soon, because that dream might be fully dead. No, you got to treat him like like you said, you do treat him like Genty from the aspect of how you value him in trade offers, how you're valuing him in the draft. In this year is even different than last year. There is no like, I mean, last year I guess it was the same with Genty, but there is no second that's close to Jeremiah Love in your rookie drafts. Like it is strictly Jeremiah Love. Right. This doesn't knock him down at all. It's just the one good thing you're gonna know is this guy is gonna get
picks in for Tennessee already.
This is a pretty easy Arvell Reese. So this was we don't have to think twice about it. We're going to take this straight to the podium. Robert Saleh is getting the man in the middle of his defense that he can convert to the edge as well. I mean, this is like for Robert Saleh, this was best case scenario. I think.
No, I agree. It'll be interesting. I mean, it makes you wonder though what happens with Sonny Styles now.
Totally
right, because it was here. It does maybe 5 is the next pick for him. For the Giants, he could 7 tie. You've been talking about. You'd be real interested to see. Is Dan Quinn, is he actually giving us the truth that Sonny Styles is his guy, or is he just blowing smoke? But yeah, just to go back for Love for 1 second, I mean, you're going to see insane volume for the next couple of years because you have to. Like, you can't be giving a guy that, like, I think it's the most guaranteed money for running back who's never played a snap in the NFL history. So I think he's getting $50 million guaranteed right now. So that's more than all the free agents this offseason. So just keep that in mind.
Man. So we all agree this is a pretty easy Arvell Reese for the Titans here at number 4.
Imagine.
It's got to be.
I would be shocked if they go Sonny Styles here, but
yeah,
they could go any direction. Here's Roger Goodell.
Whoa!
All right.
Oh!
All right. Cornell Tate. Wow. How about that on a left field? Hey, look, they got a massive need here. The pick makes sense. Yeah. I actually like this. Yeah, I actually very much like this because you get Cam Ward, the one that he needs, but oh man, all this hype of Jordan Tyson throughout the week. The Titans played their cards so close to their chest. When you got Arvell Reese on the board, shoot, you've got Sonny Styles on the board, who'd be a great fit for Robert Saleh. Brian Dable came out and just put his chips on the table and said, "Get me somebody for Cam Ward, not named Wan'Dale Robinson." Oh yeah, I love this. We're heating up already.
So can I recklessly speculate real quick?
Yeah.
Was Jeremiah Love going to be the pick for Tennessee if he didn't go?
Yes.
I mean, didn't go to Arizona.
You have to imagine.
If they're not even considering Arvell Reese here, you got to imagine.
Yeah.
But man, I gotta be honest. The Giants
are
has to be.
But you're not trading this pick.
No, but I'm sure it's still blowing up.
Oh, totally.
Because you got to think you got Arvell Reese there, you got Sonny Styles here, but then also now that Cornell Tate's gone,
Jordan Tyson,
because you have. After you have Cleveland, Washington, New Orleans, Kansas City, the Giants again, Miami, Dallas, the Rams, Baltimore, Tampa Bay, Jet. I mean, literally every team through 17 could take a wide receiver. And so this throws a wrench because if you're sitting there in New Orleans, Kansas City, you're sitting, okay, I'm going to at least get one of these guys, right? I'm going to at least get a shot if I want to. Now it's like, okay, am I even going to see Lemon on the board here?
So,
Yeah, if you're the Rams, oh boy, the Rams better be on the phone if they're serious about a wide receiver.
so should we just start to pencil in Kenyon Sadiq then to the Rams?
That's what I'm
I
going to see.
mean, we're getting there.
That was my thing. I was wondering is, I think we're going to get a run on wide receivers and pass catchers in general. Throw Sadiq in there, and then I think we're going to get one on offensive tackles too.
Yes,
I think we're going to see a couple go, and then all of a sudden we're going to see
it's going to be an avalanche,
right? Because you got 5 or 6 in this first round.
Yep.
Who I think are close enough. You got the top 2, but then you got a couple more, and I think once we see a couple go, teams are going to.
Oh, Dayball is.
Oh yeah,
Dayball's the happiest guy on earth right now.
Sure, he's like, well, all right, I can't lose my job now, right? Right,
yeah, right.
Seriously, I mean, but I mean, talk about setting Cam Ward up for success.
Okay.
You feel good about. I don't. Maybe you don't feel good about Tony Pollard and Tyjae Spears, but you can ride those guys for one more year. You can ride those guys for one more year. But going forward for your franchise quarterback that you took with the first overall pick last year, man, you have got to feel good about Carnell Tate and then getting just a safety blanket underneath and Wan'Dale Robinson. It's like, for me, you look at it and it's 2 of the safer options you have for Cam Ward, who have sure hands, who will make sure Cam Ward can play in rhythm and on time.
So we talked about, because we were talking about ideal landing spots on the pod, and this was not a spot we even discussed for Carnell Tate. But now that it's happening, we're both sitting at the 102 in different leagues, and I'm beyond excited.
And Carnell Tate pretty much is locked in the 102.
100%. It's just you're the
in non-super question, non-super flex, non-super flex
for me.
Sure.
I'm still going Mendoza 102. I'm going Love 101, but I'm going Mendoza 102. Tate would be 103. But yeah, I mean, you're the number 1 now, connected to Cam Ward with Brian Dable. Like, I don't care about anybody else on the Titans. It doesn't even matter. I'm just excited about that.
I mean, Cam Ward deep ball to Carnell Tate for years.
That's gonna feed generations.
It's gonna hit. So hard.
Hello.
Yeah, Giants are stick. Oh, Chiefs coming up.
Chiefs traded up to 6 with Cleveland.
So is that? Well, that could be 2 things, right? That could be I'm taking whoever's left of Arvell Reese
in for the Giants,
or I'm going wide receiver here.
Oh, geez. Oh,
do you think Jordan Tyson get ahead of Washington and New Orleans?
See, I'm wondering if that could go. I feel like that goes either way. That either goes, we didn't think we had a chance at Arvell Reese and Sonny Styles, I'm going to get one of them, or I'm going Jordan Tyson and making sure I get my wide receiver Patrick Mahomes.
Can I just throw this out? What if Kansas City has good info, good intel that this is not Arvell Reese, that this is Caleb Downs?
Yep.
Ooh.
And so then Arvell
or Sonny
Reese
Styles or Jordan Tyson,
right?
Anybody but Arvell Reese, which is funny because Samuel over on YouTube, Giants had Reese fall into their lap. The crazy thing is that I don't think this. I don't know if they would want to take another. There's no such thing as having too many pass rushers,
right?
But man, I don't know if it would be Arvell Reese, but again, if you're Kansas City and you see how the board's falling, I do not blame you trading up. Kevin brings up an interesting question with that move. Could we actually get 3 wide receivers here in the top 10?
Yeah.
Because what if this is Jordan Tyson, given all the buzz with Joe Shane?
You remember, this could
get dinner with Jordan Tyson.
This is Harbaugh's pick.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
So
no, I hear that.
This one, I don't think we're getting a wide receiver, but this could have the feeling of that 2022 draft, right? Where you had Olave go high, Jameson Williams, but you had Olave at 11, Jameson Williams at 12, and then you had Dotson at 15, right? Because we still have, we can't rule out Concepcion. You can't rule out Cooper. Boston at this point of teams who are so wide receiver needy going, hey,
I got to have him.
I don't see a player difference, and I'm going to take the position I need and just go early on these guys because, like I said, until you hit literally Detroit, every team could use a wide receiver. You could say not Dallas, but Dallas is acting like they're about to trade George Pickens. So,
right, yeah. Who says Dallas isn't trying to get up with Washington in division? Then, man,
That's wild.
I said at the top, people are down on the talent in this class, but the mystery and the turns are going to be unparalleled tonight, and it already has been. So, oh man, okay. I know. Okay, we're in commercial break right now for the draft. This is where I do want to take the time to actually talk about the Giants pick because their pick is in. Initial thoughts on who you all think is going to be.
I feel like this is Caleb Downs.
I mean, you can't rule it out with how the draft is turned thus far.
No, I think I know. I can't say for sure, but Kansas City trading up to 6 tells me that this is not Arvell Reese.
I think it's Arvell Reese. I don't think you can pass on him here, but at the same time,
I keep thinking about how
like
John Harbaugh in his I wish I could remember the name of the report off the top of my head, but basically made it sound like he was going to fall dead on the sidelines if teams were allowed to.
The package was for the Chiefs.
Oh, did we get here we go for the package for the Chiefs? 6 for $974 and wow, 148. Okay,
That's
so
I'm taking. Yeah, I see why the Chiefs traded up.
Yeah, right. Just a third and a fourth.
Yeah,
Or a third and a fifth.
Third and a fifth. Yep, third and a fifth.
All right.
In that trade package. Roger Goodell is at the podium. We do have the family of United States Army here too. I believe announced this pick. We'll allow
Is that Whitworth in the front?
we'll allow Roger to do his speaking here.
He is survived by his spouse, Preeti, and their 2 sons, Andrew and Benjamin. Major Roki was raised in the Hudson Valley and was a lifelong fan of the New York Giants, a tradition he proudly passed on to his sons. Roki family, take it away. With the 5th overall pick of the 2026 NFL Draft, the New York Football Giants select Arvell Reese, linebacker.
They do go Arvell Reese. Hey,
That's the right pick.
It is
the right pick. I was
the
going
right pick.
as I was saying before, Roger made his way to the podium. John Harbaugh made it seem like he was going to fall over and die on the sidelines if this team couldn't stop the run next season.
Yeah.
Right. And like, I wish I can remember the name of the local reporter who had that. But to me,
Rannon
that
or
always
whatever?
leaned. Who was that? Sorry.
Jordan Rannon or whatever?
No, it
ESPN?
wasn't. It wasn't Ron on it. I can't remember who it was now. But I always thought this pick was going to end up being someone who could work within the front 7 for this team because my goodness, do they need to stop the run? And Arvell Reese, boys, he can help them do that when you also have Abdul Carter and Kayvon Thibodeau, and you just dealt Sexy Dexy. You needed someone else to get in here and stop the run. To me, this pick always screamed defense, unless if Jeremiah Love fell right into the line.
So I also assume that Kayvon Thibodeau is gone,
He likely will be. You have to imagine.
or you keep him this year, let him walk, but let this year be the development year for Reese as a pass rusher, and then let him take over. But
Which honestly, maybe that's how they're looking at it too. Is, hey, you know what? We've got Thibodeau here one more year anyways. Maybe we do see how this all plays out. We give Arvell some time to settle in. Once we are without Thibodeau, we don't bring him back. Then that's when we shift Arvell out on the edge more instead of having to play off ball.
sorry that we've only had, well, I shouldn't say sorry because the excitement of Carnell Tate at 4.
That was fun. That was fun. I got the juices flowing.
Yeah, I got it. This next pick though for Kansas City.
Yeah, who is it?
I gotta imagine it's Tyson.
It
right?
has to be Tyson.
That's the one that makes it, because
Or-
that's the only reason you jump Washington, New Orleans.
Because you're
right?
satisfied with Arvell Reese or Jordan Tyson.
Yes, 100%.
Or is this Sonny Styles, which I don't think makes a ton of sense. You do have Drew Tranquil and Nick Bolton still, so this really wouldn't necessarily be a great use of a trade up and a top 10 pick on Sonny Styles.
Bob over on Facebook thinks it's Downs or Sonny Styles to Kansas City here, which I'd be fascinated if it's as I'm pulling up Kansas City on the clock here. I'd be fascinated if it is another if it's a guy like Josh Downs here.
Caleb Downs.
It's Caleb Downs, excuse me.
If they went Josh Downs here, that would be insane.
We're going to trade the 6th overall pick to the Indianapolis Colts for Josh Downs.
You made the same mistake I did in a TikTok video.
Oh, you did, and it was okay. Yeah. So I see Isolated over here on TikTok. He asked, "Who do you think the Chiefs are going to get?"
I might say
I-
Downs.
I think it is Downs, or I think it's Tyson.
Yeah,
Downs or Tyson are my top two.
because I'm sure that's what it was, and then it's or if Arvell Reese,
Arvell
is here,
Reese, right,
we
yeah.
scoop him up. But yeah, you got him. I think it's Tyson, unless they got word of Washington, New Orleans is looking at Downs.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're assuming Downs is staying there. I don't know if they would have.
Right. If because I don't know Washington. If Sonny Styles and Josh Downs or not Josh Downs, gosh dang it, Caleb Downs were on the board. Everything has pointed to Washington going with Sonny Styles.
Mhm.
Caleb Downs hasn't really been mentioned at all with New Orleans. That has been the Jordan Tyson or an edge rusher pick. So there would have been a chance that Caleb Downs would have still made it to 9 then.
Yeah.
So I kind of tracking with you at this point. Like this probably is
3rd and 5.
3rd and
Wow.
5. This probably has to be for Jordan Tyson then. Because Daniel, if
Yeah.
you're going to go off of Daniel Jeremiah's mock draft from last night, he had Jordan Tyson at 7 to the Commanders.
The Commanders, right?
And it has been talked about pretty heavily. The Saints would be interested in a Jordan Tyson, but now that Tate and Tyson could potentially be gone, that changes things for the Saints. But like,
And the pick's in for the Chiefs.
If we get Tyson here, we don't get Lemon either of the next 2 picks, do we?
no,
Right? They're not reaching that much, Art.
No,
You're Washington though.
Yeah.
You're Washington.
I feel like you could talk yourself into it, but I don't think you
you
should.
can't. You can talk yourself into it. You can talk yourself into Lemon at 7. I don't think it would be. I think it would be Sonny Styles because that has been Dan Quinn's guy per reports, and I do think he would fit like a glove into what he wants to do on defense. But oh man, this draft is so fun. Rodgers at the podium. Who are the Chiefs going to get?
The Kansas City Chiefs select Mansour.
Wow! A
You
trade up for Mansour Delane.
you could have gotten him at 9. I think
Okay.
you could have stayed at 9
You-
and got him.
Okay, but I think this is the conversation we're going to be having all night, though, because you could have potentially got him at 9. But did you want to face the gauntlet of Washington, of the
New Orleans.
Saints, who could also use a guy who could function in man and zone coverages, who has debatably one of the highest IQs in this draft? Part of me, when Kansas City picked up the phone and said, we want a defensive player,
Well,
what's it going to cost? A 3 and a 5 just to make sure we get our corner that Steve Spagnuolo wants?
yeah.
I don't blame him. And I can't say it's a 100% guarantee he would be there after 7 and 8.
Well, and that's the thing too, is it's not even that. It's does Dallas trade up here to go to 6, right? You're not just competing because you're
Yeah,
not just
right.
competing with 7 and 8.
No,
Because if you call and you go, that's all you're asking for,
Done.
ooh, someone else is going
Yes.
to take that deal if you go, right? Because
yep.
That's a good point.
Cleveland can go, oh, I'm going to go to Dallas. You don't think Dallas is giving them a second
Oh,
to
yeah.
move up to that spot?
Well, Dallas doesn't have a second this year.
or next year.
No,
But like,
Right,
right?
we're
and
talking
we were
about
Jerry Jones. So
2027 third.
I'm
right?
not saying it's right. I'm not saying I would, but if they wanted Delaney, it's like, and this really is though. This is why it's good to look at things in tiers
Yes.
of really once you got outside. I mean, for a lot of us, it was the tier was right. You had Mendoza, then it was Bailey, Reese, Love was kind of the next tier.
Yep.
And then it's a pretty open tier of okay, what
Any of these
position
guys, you can
are
mix
you?
any of
Yeah,
these guys
exactly.
in.
That's why, like we were talking about, could have been Caleb Downs here.
Yep.
I mean, Caleb Downs could fall to 12 at Dallas, and it's not a realm of possibilities, right? All
Yep.
these guys kind of have 5 or 6 picks where it's okay. You want your corner? I don't blame you,
No.
right?
No,
you
I
got
don't
the best
either.
corner in the country right
Yes.
here. So
Yes, and you have no question marks around him.
Yes.
You trade away Trent McDuffie.
Mhm.
You replace him with someone who I think is going to develop into a better pro than Trent McDuffie.
Yep.
I mean, look, I don't blame Kansas City for doing it. Let's go get our guy. We don't have to give up 29 in the process to
Yeah.
do so. Screw that. Let's make sure we're a strong defensive team for when Patrick Mahomes comes back healthy, and we can go back and we can run back 3 more Super Bowls in a row. I don't blame him.
yeah.
I think it's a great trade.
Well,
I think it's smart to just make sure you go up and get your guy because there's no guarantee that your guy is going to be there despite how crazy this board could fall this year with how flat it gets after the top of this draft.
And you're not paying him $30 million. That's the reason you trade McDuffie to go take him here.
To get Montour
is you
Delaney.
go, oh, you know what? I'm not giving over, top of the end cornerback money for this guy for the next 5 years.
Yeah, I think that the reason why I'm curious as to why they traded up, I get the reason.
Mhm.
That's like, get your guy.
Yep.
We had not heard really anything about any team being looking at the secondary. Like we had talked about Caleb Downs as the Giants pick.
I got that pick right.
Did you?
Yeah.
You had Montour Delaney at 9.
Well,
Yes,
I did
for the
too.
Chiefs?
I did
Yes.
too, I think.
Oh, it's
not.
we're probably due for a check-in on the mock draft.
Yeah,
Mine hasn't faring too well
probably.
in terms of team matches. Let's see here.
Is this Tyson? Or no, Sonny Styles.
This has to be Sonny Styles.
You got to
So yeah, Bob over on Facebook says it's Styles to Washington, and then
Tyson
Tyson
to
in
New
New Orleans, Lemon or yep. And the pick's already in for Washington here. I have to imagine Dan Quinn saw Sonny Styles here and said,
Oh,
"Yep,
yeah.
go ahead. We're not gonna deliberate. Let's go get our guy from the middle of our defense."
Can you imagine if this is Caleb Downs though?
But look, I would also get that too.
So there's the bus.
Yeah, there he is. Lynn Swan.
It's going to be someone wild. They're going to go tackle here.
Caden Proctor.
Malachi Lawrence.
They you want anybody? You want a?
I like good offensive line play.
It makes me think though, because people have talked about the players they think could instantly turn into all pros. Downs and Ioane are on the short list for almost every GM. Roger is at the podium. We'll shut up here. Way to go, Bobby.
Way to go, Bobby.
See it with less enthusiasm, Roger.
I see why they boo him.
You know that cue card has like 5 exclamation points right after it, and he didn't know it.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it was. Another not an easy selection.
Dan
but
Quinn probably ran to that phone,
Oh, he
picked
did.
it up, and is like, you guys don't
Sonny
even have
Styles,
choice.
as we promised you, you were going to be a Washington Commander. You are a Washington Commander, Sonny Styles. Man, for what Dan Quinn can do in the middle of his defense now with Sonny Styles, a lot of the guys on there, and I'm not trying to equate linebacker to edge, but looking at the guys that they do have on their, I mean, how many of them on defense are only there for 1-year deals? You got Odafe Owe who's there for longer than 1 year, but here you go. You're starting to build around Sonny Styles and Odafe Owe, hopefully as players who can revitalize your defense.
Yeah. Wow. What a start.
We did hear from our we did hear from our source on ground that if you feel like the draft is energizing in your own house right now, it's like all the more electric on boots on ground in Pittsburgh right now from our guy Jackson. I can't even imagine being there right now. I'd be going. This would be such a fun draft to go to, despite again people being down on the talent. I can't emphasize that enough. But the mystery was always going to be the best part of this draft.
Yeah, I mean, and it's just been a bang, right? One after another of we've had
Banger
3
after
picks,
banger after banger after banger.
Because I guess we've had 2 picks that really were you're not thinking of, right? But man, yeah, it's.
I mean, the Jeremiah Love was, but again, Arvell Reese to the Giants, right?
Yeah.
Slides
Cardinal Tate, you're not. That's not even
Oh,
on the radar.
Cardinal Tate was the one that I'm like, yes, yeah.
Kansas City trade up there. You're not expecting them to go take a corner at 6.
Well, to trade up for a
exactly.
corner, right?
So,
Trade up for an Arvell Reese, trade
yep.
up for if David Bailey would have been on the clock at 6, right? Do they trade up for David Bailey there? Yeah. So, man, just so many fun twists and turns, and we're only 7 picks into the draft. We still got 25 of them left to go here with the New Orleans Saints on the clock. I think we all are in agreement here, though, right? Are we all leaning Jordan Tyson for this pick? Maybe we're not. I'm leaning Jordan Tyson. The buzz from Nick Underhill, one of the most reliable local beat writers you can find on planet Earth, has been harking wide receiver for this team since the start of the offseason. It started with Mekhi Lemon, but He has since turned to Jordan Tyson.
So here's all that I'll say. I feel like this is either Jordan Tyson or it's Ruben Bain.
Yeah, Ruben Bain was the guy. But
Ruben Bain's another good shout here.
But here's what I will say. Hey, Jets, if the Saints do end up going Jordan Tyson, that's how you actually treat your beat reporters.
Yeah.
That's how you treat your beat. You show them some respect, dang it.
I'm just saying, I don't make the rules. I just know what the rules are. So
Alpha over on YouTube, things got silly quick in this draft. I love the word silly because it's not like silly isn't even a derogatory term here. Silly is just, oh man, this is so much fun. Oh, it brings me so much energy.
Man.
Also thinks it's gonna be a wide receiver here. As I was saying, I do think this is Jordan Tyson. Gosh, I made the joke when talking about doing the NFL draft for the Saints on TikTok specifically, and I talked about how Mason Tipton is the starter for the team. People are like, no, Mason Tipton's not a starter. I'm like, depth chart starter. That's not the point. The point is that your wide receiver room is so bad that Mason Tipton has to be started as your left outside wide receiver. Like, it's not that he's your actual starter, but the point being is that that's who you're looking at after Chris Olave, and I really don't like looking at Devon Vele as your wide receiver too. You can find edges in the second round. I think you could find 2 or 3 that are going to slide you in the second round. For me, you're not going to get a guy of the caliber of Jordan Tyson in the second round.
No. I don't know. Ruben Bain, I feel like, is definitely in consideration here. Just especially with the rumors of them maybe going up to 2.
yeah.
Like I don't know. It'll be interesting. Or, the way tonight's gone, it's going to be someone we're not even considering. So, right.
I mean,
maybe
Someone say
another-
Denzel Boston.
Yeah.
The pick is in.
did someone say Vega Ioane for
Yeah.
this pick? Oh, Omar Cooper Jr. Imagine if they go receiver, but it's not Tyson, and
Yeah.
it's not Lemon, it's Cooper, or it's Concepcion.
Concepcion.
Or yes, like you said, Denzel Boston too, like
Jeremy?
Jadarian Price.
Darian Price.
Tyrion Price.
We need to compliment the Travis Etienne. That's not Alvin Kamara. Well, if Arizona's starting the trend of like 4-man backfields, right?
Yeah.
With Trey Benson, Tyler Algier, James Conner, and now Jeremiah Love. I mean, the Saints aren't too far behind if they take Jadarian Price
Yeah, there you go.
right here. I mean, Etienne Kamara, Jadarian Price, and then
Kendra Miller
Kendra
and
Miller.
Devin
Yeah,
Neal.
Devin Neal.
They already got a 4-man
I guess
backfield.
you already do.
We did get a question from Isolated over on TikTok. Just a quick prediction of who you all think the Dolphins are going to take. I'm guessing we have a Dolphins fan there, and we're getting to that territory where all of a sudden I have no clue who the heck the Dolphins pick is going to be. I will note we have yet to see an offensive tackle go off the board. I think it'll be picks 9, 10, and 11 could be offensive linemen all in a row. Is that the start of our offensive lineman run?
Probably.
I mean, is that who you both think the Dolphins go with here?
I think the Dolphins.
I think the Dolphins going Ruben Bain if he makes it there, for what it's worth.
I feel like there's a world now all of a sudden where Noah makes it to Miami, and if he does,
That's a pretty easy pick.
hey, TikTok, don't leave.
Don't leave TikTok.
Don't leave TikTok.
Don't leave. We're still here. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. We are still here.
Worry.
Freaking out there for a second. We got to make sure every time it's like close to an hour, TikTok just wants to kick us off, and it's really, really
It's
annoying.
really annoying. It's like,
Jerks.
have we not earned our keep? Have we not earned our
No.
stay on TikTok at this point?
No. But anyways, so you think if Francis Mauanoa is there, Ty, you think that's the pick?
I feel like he's perfect for what Miami is looking for. Like, yes, Ioane fits the interior need, but I'm just gonna say it. Austin Jackson's not your right tackle.
Sorry, I clicked off the overlay and I clicked on 4 different overlays before I got back to the Saints. Like we're talking about the Dolphins. Click them. Nope, I clicked the Titans on accident.
The
Go to the
Giants.
Dolphins. No, we're still on the Saints pick. You get this ad out. Get Kate Spade off my screen. What are we doing here? What is this, amateur hour? Is the Saints pick in? Enjoy the Zen. We'll be right. The Saints pick is in. I want to know who they picked.
Brutal.
Unbelievable.
Malino
YouTube
is
TV.
who I have going to the Dolphins as of right now. That's why I do have mocked there. So
Sure.
But at the same, I feel like if
they're a team that should go best player available. Like they have so many holes.
Honestly.
That you should,
Honestly.
you truly should. Like if Downs is there, I don't hate taking Downs. Like I just
No,
think
no.
like, I mean, maybe you listen to offers, but you know after what Cleveland gave up to move back from 6 to 9, I don't think you're gonna get anything that's like truly worth trading back from.
No. I feel like it's gonna be one of the Miami guys. If Bain gets there, he's the pick because
Yeah.
Manoa isn't there then. I doubt both Miami guys are there.
Yep.
All right, Raj, what you got for us?
Roger Goodell headed to the podium. He's what is he
He's
trying to?
hurrying them up.
Oh, is that what he's doing? Get the animation going. Get the animation going. Come
Let's
on, man.
go.
Here we go. Roger Goodell to announce the Saints pick.
Raj got plans tonight. Let's go.
Yeah, he's
He's got peanut M&Ms to eat.
he's got the pep band going. Oh, they got a concert going in the middle there. Here we go. Jordan Tyson is my pick.
Mute your notifications.
This is the first one I saw.
There it is.
There it
Jordan
is.
Nick Underhill, one of the sharpest in the game, has been on wide receiver. It was Jordan Tyson, and here you go. The newest wide receiver for the New Orleans Saints.
Which real to bring it to fantasy. I know Mekhi Lemon hasn't been drafted, but like Jordan Tyson's now firmly the 103 in non-super flex now, right?
In non-super flex with Love, Tate, and Tyson ahead of him. Is that
where yeah, I mean, like where could Lemon go that would push him ahead of Tyson?
So my concern is I just don't know how much Shuck's going to throw the ball.
Oh, shucks.
That's my concern is you're sharing with I'm still not
Hater.
I'm still not a believer in Tyler Shuck. So that's what it comes down to. I mean, I like Tyson. I don't know. We'll see where Lemon falls. If he goes to Cleveland here, then no.
Let's say Lemon actually doesn't go to the Rams, but he goes to the Jets at 16.
Oh, that's even worse. So yeah, then I'm probably gonna go Tyson. I'm gonna listen to the way the NFL's ranking them. I have Lemon ahead of Tyson, pre-draft. So if the landing spots I feel are close, I'm still gonna stick with Lemon there. But we'll see. I don't hate this for Tyson because obviously you trust Kellen Moore to get the job done.
100%. Yes.
And that's what it comes down to. But I just worry about volume when Chris Olave is showing, hey, I'm a 150, 160 target kind of guy.
Got the double thumbs up from Kellen Moore in the war room there. Oh man, Jordan Tyson. I mean, talk about. I'll say this. Talk about a tumultuous draft cycle for Jordan. I mean, he's so emotional trying to get onto the stage, right? And oh man, I hate to. Oh man,
Somebody get that man a tissue.
Yeah, get that man a Kleenex. But man, talk about it though. Where this guy at one point was like, yeah, clear number one. He's got durability issues, and that's all people want to talk about with him. He might not make it in the first round, people were saying. And all of a sudden, he goes out and shows out enough at his pro day where a team like the New Orleans Saints says, yes, you need to be our running mate with Chris Olave. And like, gosh darn it, that could be a 1A, 1B with how talented both of these guys are. I mean, I get why he's so emotional, man. I really, really do. Who's watching that? He's watching I see. Okay, all right. He's just trying to pass the time. Just trying to pass the time with the NBA playoffs. That's some respect for Jordan Tyson. I'm sure he's anxious figuring out where he's going to go. But back to Tyson.
He's watching his brother.
Oh, yes, that's what it is. Duh. I don't know how it took me long enough to get to that one.
Brutal.
Alpha over on YouTube to pivot us off of that. Alpha brought up that Shuck will be a top 12 quarterback in fantasy next year. That's his hot take.
If he keeps that rushing upside.
Hey, if he does keep that rushing upside.
I'm just saying.
But man, I love this for Jordan Tyson. I really do. The kid deserves it. I love this pick for the Saints. I do. I really, really do. They needed somebody else. And I don't think you could wait till the second round.
Well, the beauty is that like everyone, when they were talking about the receivers, right? Carnell Tate and Chris Olave, those were pretty similar-ish players. Olave definitely was more developed underneath with the route running versus Tate, but like when you thought about them both as like deep vertical threats, it's like they're kind of the same. You get the same thing with both of them.
Yeah.
Mekhi Lemon maybe works. I mean, if you have the concerns about the size and the ability to just be only a slot guy, then Mekhi Lemon isn't on your radar. But Tyson isn't necessarily a consistent vertical threat like Olave can be.
Yeah.
But he can still flash downfield. But Tyson is lethal underneath. So you want to go just straight up man on Jordan Tyson and try to put a safety over the top on Chris Olave. Well, Tyson will eat you up for 15 yards on every play.
The pick is in for the Cleveland Browns here. I'll just mention that.
Monroe Freeling.
Alpha says, "I hope Lemon doesn't go to."
That's what I was going to say. From a fan's perspective, I think
Please
we're
don't
all
be Lemon.
we're all hoping tackle here, right?
Yeah.
But could it be Lemon?
We're
Could it
all
be-
hoping tackle.
Oh man, wouldn't that be a plot twist though?
See, this is the team I could see going Reuben Bain.
Yeah, you get someone in there
Miles
next to
Garrett.
Miles
Yep.
Garrett, and if you are
Yeah.
looking to deal Miles Garrett, I mean that is a sneaky under the
Although-
radar pick.
See, but Andrew Berry though is also the kind of guy that could go. He's not even on my draft board because of
totally,
the arms.
Because of the arms.
Like,
Andrew Berry is one of those guys.
so I don't
Monroe
know.
Freeling.
Yeah,
I do
Monroe
think it's an
Freeling.
offensive lineman. It's between Monroe Freeling and
Spencer Fano.
yeah. Fano was
Fano
my-
probably is the other one, even though
I think
Mauanoa
Fano's
is
who I have them
potentially the
taken at
best tackle.
6.
Here's a Goodell.
Yep.
They do go Fano at 9.
Hey,
Who they
I
were
nailed
targeting?
these 2 picks. I just
I-
had
well,
them reversed.
I think we all have Fano.
I think we all did have Fano except at 6 because we didn't think Cleveland was going to trade out of this pick. But
For
I-
Cleveland, you gotta love it.
But
right?
no, for Cleveland, this is great. This is what you needed. You trade back, you get a few more picks. You have ample picks in this draft. You trade back, you get a few more. Look, if the wide receiver run does start to happen between the Rams, and if the Ravens really want to get their hands on somebody, if the Jets want to get their hands on somebody, and you need to trade up into that range to make sure you get ahead of the Panthers, to get a Concepcion, to get a Boston, whoever it may be, you now have extra ammunition to go and do that. And you still get a quality offensive tackle here at 9. And I love Fano because you can slide him anywhere on the offensive line, which is something that you knew was going to be a value to Andrew Berry when they're trying to piece this thing all together. Let's audition everybody for 1 year. Let's get the best 5 out there, and we'll figure out where everybody falls in after this year.
Yeah, that's really what it comes down to. Of obviously this year, the quarterback position is going to be gross. There's obviously no one you're taking here to play the quarterback spot. So you're hoping, hey,
The pick is in for the Giants already.
you got to imagine. I'm sure
I'm sure.
Well,
which
John
is who I
Harbaugh-
do have them taking here.
John
Just
Harbaugh's probably like, yes, all right, I got my Kyle Hamilton.
Wow. I don't even have time to update the ticker on the bottom.
Wow,
of the YouTube
they must have
screen.
ran this
They
one in.
sprinted
Ooh,
this in.
I love this.
Holy
this has gotta
smokes.
be Downs, right?
Or, can,
Or
can,
is
I,
it-
can I throw out a Francis Mauanoa?
Yep.
Can I throw out a Francis
Malachi
Mauanoa?
Leonard?
Here's Roger. Doesn't even get a breath. Okay, they do go
Okay.
Francis Mauanoa.
I like that a lot.
Wow. So yeah, they get their one on defense, they get their Arvell Reese on
Yeah.
defense, and they get Jackson Dart some protection on the offensive line. I love this, and I think you can kick. But what you love about this is that you can kick not Fonda, you can kick Mauanoa into guard for this year if you really need to, and you can kick him out to tackle in 2 years if you absolutely need to.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I mean, you got to save Jackson Dart, right? I mean, that's
Have to.
You can't have.
Dallas and Miami just swapped. Dallas is coming up.
Dallas is
Ooh.
coming up.
Dallas is coming up for Caleb Downs.
They are
Yeah.
coming up
They
for
are
Caleb
so
Downs.
coming up for Caleb Downs.
They are coming up for Caleb Downs. Let me make sure I switch it to the Cowboys here because they are on the clock. I appreciate Alpha over on YouTube. I've been wrong in almost every pick. hey, we all have, brother. We all have. You're not alone in that. You are not alone in that. But that's the beauty and the fun of the NFL draft. So
He
here we
also
go.
played volleyball. That's insane.
Really?
This dude is 330 pounds playing volleyball.
Heck yeah.
Woo.
Oh man, respect. Okay, so Dallas trades with Miami to come up one spot. They do a nice little
It's a
pick
little-
swap,
Yeah.
little flip flop, and I'm sure Dallas got away with it for only a 5th round pick or something too. You're only moving up one spot, So yeah, you got to assume this is scaled down just to make sure. Again, similar to Kansas City, go get your guy that you want.
I'm sure Dallas overpaid here. We're gonna see it. It's gonna be
Maybe
like
their third round pick. It's
that's
gonna be
100% what
92.
it is. It's gonna be something like that. I'm sure. I'd be shocked if
Would
they
it-
didn't overpay for this.
Would it shock any of us if they actually take Ruben Bain here?
No, that was the other person I was considering.
I feel like,
But that's also fishy if Miami is ready to scoop up your deal and you're considering they could take Ruben Bain.
yeah, right.
isn't
like-
that a little bit fishy?
or Miami is sitting in the position of like, hey, new regime, we want kind of I don't know what you would call it, like you want the sure thing of a like franchise cornerstone player, like it's a statement pick. Is Ruben Bain is he really your statement pick, or is Caleb Downs your statement pick?
Mhm.
And I think Miami in this situation can't lose. Like Dallas, yeah, if you want Ruben Bain, you can take him. We'll take Caleb Downs. You want Downs, we'll take Bain then, which
Again just seems fishy if you're Dallas, though.
yeah.
You better know who you're coming up and getting. It could be Ruben Bain, but I also get that philosophy. But man, John Harbaugh, love it how the first
That's the
round, his
biggest
first two
smile I've
picks
ever
are shaking
seen.
out. Yeah, I know he's looking mighty thrilled that he's got a chess piece in the middle of his defense, and now he's got Francis Mauigoa to really shore up that offensive line.
I mean, is that not the last piece of their offensive line pretty much? Because
Pretty close.
you had Andrew Thomas on the left, you got Illuminor on the right, John Michael Schmitz, Francis Mauigoa, John Runyon, like your left guard spot. Oh, that's going to be a competition between him and Falele.
Yes, that's exactly what it is, and you couldn't go in with Falele, right? That's ultimately what Harbaugh probably saw was you can't go in with Falele this year, unfortunately, even though that's his guy. Wasn't he drafted to Baltimore originally? So
Mhm.
familiarity, but I'm sure Harbaugh's also going, I can upgrade there with Mauigoa. No question. I'm going to do that. So here we go. The 11th overall
No.
pick. Oh, jeez, and 2/5. Dallas.
You
Dallas. Why did we give 2/5?
Well, they gotta be thinking that somebody else is coming up there. I mean,
So, but who would it be?
Downs. That reaction, that's Downs.
That's got to be down. Which, hey, and nobody's high fiving Jerry.
yeah, I'm sure it is Downs
Oh,
too
what if this is
because
Mikael Lemon.
Oh,
No.
oh.
well, so I'm sure the reaction
With
of
the George Pickens news.
whoever they went with here, the reaction is we got someone who we thought the Giants should have taken, and they're not in our division, and so they're on our team. So that's why
Right.
you get the extra
Yeah.
big reaction there of
Yeah, you had the sweat,
yes.
and then they didn't take him. Imagine if this is Ioane. It's another offensive lineman.
Hey, you know what? You know what?
It doesn't make sense.
Got someone over on TikTok who thinks it ends up being Caleb Downs who goes to Miami even after the trade. And that's an old comment. Maybe I shouldn't be too quick to assume that, but yes, that could be a reality here as well. Man, 2/5. I'm just trying to think who would be the other team coming up for down. I mean, I get if it's the Rams could just be the sneaky dark horse team that just wants to come up for
Minnesota.
I wish they had the ammunition to come up for Downs. I wish they had the ammo to come up for Downs. Trust me.
You could it's a fourth and a fifth to go from 18 to
Third and a fifth.
a
probably.
third and a fifth.
At
Yeah.
least a third and a fifth.
No, we all know that Minnesota's taking Avion Terrell, so it's
I hope not. I hope not.
whoever Minnesota takes at 18 is going to feel like a reach.
Who needs a refill?
I need a
I'll
refill.
take one.
I'm having such a good time. I need a refill.
Chicago. Is that I think Chicago who came up there?
Oh, for Ruben Bain, that would be a hefty price. I feel like this has to be Caleb Downs. Again, that's if the reaction is because the Giants didn't end up taking, thank you, sir, because the Giants didn't take who you wanted and you thought that the Giants were going to take them, it's Caleb Downs.
Yeah.
Right? Everyone had linked Caleb Downs to the Giants. So now because he's available now. Your rival passed up on him. That's the celebration.
Yeah,
It's got to be Caleb Downs
that would be my assumption as well.
and Josh Downs too. Who knows?
Who knows?
All right, let's do this through 10 picks. Your favorite pick, your biggest surprise so far.
I think they're wrapped up in one. I think it's Carnell Tate for me,
I think it is for me too.
just because it was so off the radar. But if you want Cam Ward to work out,
Yeah,
you got to give him something,
give him something.
right? And you're not signing any big free agents right now because, I mean, Tennessee's not like it. The state itself isn't a bad place to go, but right, you got to prove a little bit.
You know, the GDP of the state is
well-
really
Well, I
just-
mean, hey, no state income tax. It's like decent weather. It's not like you're asking to come to Green Bay or something, but it's the team's just been rough, so you got to pay that bad team tax.
Yep.
But if you take them at 4, you don't got to worry about it. They don't got a choice. So I think that's where I'd go.
And here we go. Roger Goodell is coming out to the podium to announce the Dallas Cowboys pick.
Yeah,
I'm with you both. I think it
Caleb
is.
Downs.
I think it is Caleb Downs.
I'd be shocked. It's gonna be a tackle.
Caden Proctor.
It's such a bummer that we're gonna get in 4 years from now. He's gonna have a contract dispute and be on. someone else.
He's gonna get the franchise tag, and all of
Yeah.
a sudden, oh man.
Why do they get to take all the fun defense players?
Yeah, right.
I'm just doing my best to log in to TikTok on my computer here so I can see y'all's comments coming in over there. My phone is on its last legs right now, so I want to make sure I don't miss out on any comments over there. So, and I see you all over on Facebook as well. Bob, yes, your take was Downs to Dallas 100%. Miami here. Here's the big pro is that I did have them taking Ruben Bain, and he still is on the board here at 12. And if you're Jeff Hafley, I gotta imagine this is a pretty easy selection here when Ruben Bain's on the board, and you know how much Green Bay has loved to take edge rushers in the past
Yeah.
in the first round,
But is
specifically.
but is he their kind of edge rusher?
Which is the question that needs to be answered, and only Jeff Hafley is gonna be able to answer that for us.
This is tough because I look at offensive linemen.
Yeah, it's
And I think Ioane makes sense here.
you just got to help Willis a little bit.
Right?
That's my concern. Is
Oh yeah, because
It's
this could be Lemon too.
Yeah, this could be
you
Lemon.
It could be Lemon too.
They
100%.
you do have another first at least, right? So you can address wide receiver or O line, the back half of the first. But I gotta one of these picks in the first has to be offense, because otherwise you're just hanging Malik Willis to die. I mean, he's got no shot
100%.
if you don't give him some help.
So that's the thing I never understood with, and maybe we still have our friend in the TikTok chat, Isolated, who is a Dolphins fan himself. I never quite understood why Dolphins fans got so offended when they would get mocked wide receivers in the first round. It makes me like, I understand you need help in the trenches, and I understand building inside out, but at least most of these teams are trying to build inside out when they have a Jamar Chase. When you think about the Bengals, when you have Malik Neighbors, when you think about the New York Giants, you got Tutu Atwell. Is that their one?
Tutu Atwell, Jalen Tolbert, and Malik Washington.
Those are
Whoop,
those are 3 wide receiver 4s.
That is
Oh, Terrace Marshall Jr.
Oh, yeah.
Forget.
Oh, never mind. You got your wide receiver 1. Who am I? Foolish me. You have your wide receiver 1 and Terrace Marshall.
If it's not Terrace Marshall, it's Greg Dulcich then. So
Yeah, wow. So right. So I never understood. I'm like, why are you offended when I'm giving you Carnell Tate in a first round mock?
Devon
Yeah.
Achan's gonna have 500 touches.
Oh, he's
this year.
going to. He might die on the football field this year.
you want to? I mean,
It's gonna be the Peter Griffin meme at the end of the day where he sprawled out on the sidewalk.
I don't think this will be the pick, but I do kind of when I say I sneaky like, it's because I understand it. Kenyon Sadiq.
Nope, I don't.
You don't understand it, or you don't like it.
Both.
You don't understand it.
Both.
You literally will take any pass catcher.
Are you saying best player available? Is
I'm
that
not-
essentially?
It's not necessarily best player
Okay,
available,
but I was
like,
going to say, because if it's the best player available on your board, then I think that's a mistake in having him over Ruben Bain.
right. And again, I know why they won't, because using your first pick with your team as depleted as it is on a tight end,
Yeah.
not a good use of your resources.
He'd essentially be your big slot. Is how
Right.
you'd have to play him.
So that means that your actual wide receiver 1-2 Atwell or Malik Washington would be relegated, to say the least.
I'm wondering if they're working the phones again there too.
You would have to wonder if, okay, you've noticed a lot. You've got Fonum off the board, you got Mao and Noah on the board.
Yeah.
Anybody? I mean, it'd be a big jump for a team like the Eagles, but hey, do the hometown Steelers want to come into play? Which reminds me, we probably should get to a video here momentarily that did come from our boots on the ground. He didn't mention the Steelers potentially trading up to 10 with the Dolphins, but I do think that was admittedly a little bit of a pipeline dream. But I mean, the Steelers do have enough ammunition to make a big trade in this draft. But Roger Goodell coming out to the podium, final selections, I think Ruben Bain.
Yeah, Bain's where I'm going.
The Miami Dolphins select Kaden Proctor.
Whoa!
Wow.
Let's have some fun.
Let's
Let's get the big man in the trenches in Miami. Wow. Okay, so there was a lot of buzz. Kaden Proctor was going to end up beating this guy, where all of a sudden it's like, man, Detroit locked in. Then it became, oh, Detroit's the floor. Oh, Kaden Proctor could go number 6 to the Browns, and nobody was buying that, right? But wow, okay, Miami 2 years in a row. Remember, they went Kenneth Grant.
Yep.
13th overall last year. They went trenches, surprised everybody with that pick. Wasn't quite sure if Kenneth Grant was worthy of that selection, but hey, you know what? If they want to get tough in the trenches and they want to make sure they can actually run the ball and that Devon Achane doesn't become a squashed worm on the sidewalk this year, then I can't blame him for Kaden Proctor catching a screen pass.
You know that Bobby Slowick is gonna drop one of those for Proctor.
He is just a huge,
massive.
So
He
almost
is
6'7".
I mean, you want to talk about a tone setter for this new regime, though. Like, if you can keep like, and I want to be careful about how I talk about weights of NFL, but like Todd McShay talked about it when this dude was playing at 350, he was playing much better than he was at 390, right? He moves so much more smoothly, so much more fluidly, which just practically makes sense. So if Jeff Hafley is going to come in and this coaching staff is going to make sure we're going to get the absolute best out of this guy, he could be worth every ounce of the 12th overall pick.
Which is interesting. You look at their offensive line in Miami right now. It's Patrick Paul, Jonah Savaina, Aaron Brewer,
yep,
Jamari Sawyer, and Austin Jackson. I have to think at least that Kaden Proctor starts at right guard for them and is eventually their right tackle of the future.
Eventually, yes. I'm imagining that's how you're looking at this.
Which is interesting.
You're having him play guard is what it seems like.
Right, which is interesting because, again, Proctor has...
And the pick is in for the Rams. Sprinted that in. How about Mekhi Lemon here?
It's Kenyon Sneak.
Stop that.
I like, which is weird to me because, again, Proctor was a left tackle his whole career at Alabama. So either Patrick Paul, who is I'm pretty sure he's up for an extension. So maybe you view him as, okay, we'll play Proctor at guard until Patrick Paul gets out. I understand why Miami went there. Wonder if Freeling was still available. Vega Ioane. So if you wanted interior, I would have maybe liked Vega more, but
that was my thought too. Is again, I go back to the comment that was made about who coming out of this draft, who are you confident is going to turn into an all-pro, like guaranteed? And it was Jeremiah Love, it was Vega Ioane, Carnell Tate, and I can't remember who the other name was on, but Vega Ioane being Sonny Styles, I believe was the other name, but the fact that Vega was on the short list for that, I mean, his tape was nice.
Yeah.
Nice. You were going to say gnarly, and I agree. Gnarly is another great word for it. So, no, look, Would I have preferred Vega here if you're going to play Proctor on the interior? Probably, but you got to be looking long-term here. And eventually he's going to turn into a tackle for you, which, I mean, he has the size to do, no question. But holy cow, a 360-pound brute on the inside for you. I'm never going to complain about a mauler on your offensive line.
No, and I think what makes me enjoy this pick a little bit more is knowing that Detroit is like pounding sand right now, because
Hands down.
They were the Caden Proctor team, and now they're like, dang it.
And they were probably considering trading up here to make sure they get him right before you get I know the Ravens are looking at offensive line. Shoot, the Jets could probably consider the Bucks are maybe even going to trade out. Anyways, I want to get to our boots on the ground, because he talked about the possibility of the Steelers trading up originally with a team like the Dolphins, or even higher than that. But something that he's looking out for here is we're kind of waiting for the commercials to pass by before we hear the Rams.
What's up, fellas? Here I am at the draft a few hours before. As you can see, I'm on the field. I'm thinking that the Steelers are going to be trading up, I think, to the Dolphins, or 13, where the Rams are, looking for a lineman. If none are there, look for Mekhi Lemon. Also, that Omar Cooper Jr. is someone to watch out for. I don't think that they'll stay at 21 because they have so many day 2 picks. Anyways, I'll call you guys after the pick's been announced. What's up, fellas? Here I am at the draft a few hours before. As you can see, I'm on the field. I'm thinking that the Steelers are going to be trading up, I think.
I had it on loop. That's my bad. I had it on loop. I'm like sifting through all my things here. I'm like, oh crap.
Whoopsies.
Oh crap. Could Ruben Bain sneaky be a Rams pick here?
I mean, again, you can never have too many pass rushers.
No, you can't.
And I mean, you're looking at, I mean, your pass rushers are Jared Verse, Byron Young. They took Josiah Stewart 3rd round last year. But Bain gives you even more, gosh, what's the word that I'm looking for? Juice. But the fact that like he can play, standing up, he can play hand in the dirt.
Sure.
He can play lined up over a guard. He has that ability that allows the Rams, very similar to what they do on offense with all the tight ends that they have. They can finally do that with their defensive front with a Ruben Bain, where you can put Bain and Jared Verse inside and maybe have Josiah Stewart, Byron Young, more faster, quicker guys on the outside. Then like it gives them that ability. So I really wouldn't hate Ruben Bain.
It could be a lot of fun.
That would be.
It could be a lot of fun
with the additions of Jalen Watson and Trent McDuffie in their secondary, and then you add Ruben Bain to get after the passer on that defense. I think that is how you address, your Achilles heel as to why you didn't make a Super Bowl run last year.
Yep.
That's how you get right back into it.
Is there a world where the Rams also go tackle here and they go Monroe Freeling?
I remember
you have to shift him to the right side, because ideally they need some sort of a swing on the right side.
You need a swing on the right.
And that's ideally, and I don't know if that you would get that out of Monroe Freeling, unfortunately.
I do wonder, like, hey, maybe it's someone under the radar, maybe like a Blake Miller, because exactly what
I was
you're
wondering that too. Blake
exactly
Miller was the other name that
here
popped into my brain.
So
I don't think he would go this high, but
no, I don't think so either. I really do think this is either a weapon on offense, because you've done so much investing on the defensive side in the offseason so far with McDuffie and Watson, or this Bain. Which
so
it wouldn't surprise me at all.
And I hear you over on Facebook, Bob. Bob's talking about, do the Rams get the tight end from Oregon, Kenyon Sadiq? Ty, you brought that up. Stafford at the end of career, don't you think he wants a weapon? I do. That's why I think this pick is Mekhi Lemon.
Oh, they did it! Wow, they did it! Oh,
What do we do with
it? Wow.
What happened to all in on this year?
Wow.
What
they
happened to
did
all in
it.
on this year?
Wow.
What happened to all in on this year?
I have no words. That's crazy.
What? Everybody's saying we don't know who the other team is. We don't know who the other team is. Oh man.
Okay.
Oh.
However much Sean McVay
Oh.
paid people to keep it silent
Mhm.
that Ty Simpson was really their guy at 13. Wow. That is all right. This takes the cake for most surprising. By
far. By far.
By far.
This to me is also the worst pick so far.
The worst.
Yes. This is the worst pick of the first round so far.
Interesting. Explain that. Explain it.
Do you believe Ty Simpson is a first round quarterback?
I think he was
Talent wise.
Talent wise, I like late first, early second. That's
Is
where
he
I saw him.
equivalent here? Is he equivalent to Bo Nix for you? Bo Nix went 12th overall.
No. I think if we look over the history of quarterbacks, right, since since that Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels draft, I think Simpson is the last quarterback of that list.
Him or Penix.
I guess it's him or Penix.
Or
And
McCarthy.
are you right?
Or
Right.
McCarthy.
And you're taking that 13th. This is my point. And I get it. He can sit and develop behind Matthew Stafford. I will never understand why people want to reach this high on quarterback when it feels like it's a gamble. And could Ty Simpson turn out to be a great quarterback? Absolutely. But if you're the Los Angeles Rams, you've been pushing chips in on this is our year. Gosh darn it. Go get someone who's going to give you a Super Bowl win this year. I understand Ty Simpson can sit and develop behind Stafford, but man, with the 13th overall pick and you trade, I understand you got Trent McDuffie with the 29th pick. I completely understand that. Man, to me, this didn't need to be forward-looking. It didn't, because you could have made a forward-looking pick that would also benefit you this year. And if your objective is to win the Super Bowl, wow, so this is Stafford's last year. That's what this pick has to be.
I mean,
we're in the last 2 to 3 years.
Man,
I mean, this is.
but do you?
Rodgers.
But okay, so let's get to that then. 2 years. Why are you 13th overall and you're waiting 2 years to even play the guy?
Well, here's the question that the Rams probably ask themselves: when are we going to be able to take a quarterback that we feel comfortable with being the successor to Matt Stafford? Because I don't think you're going to get him next year. You're going to be picking so late.
If I'm the Rams and I'm trying to win a Super Bowl, I'm not concerned about that though.
So, the Rams historically have not cared about first round picks.
This is true.
So I'm wondering if they're just, we don't love anyone enough till the end of the first. We're not going to worry about trading back. We're just going to take the guy we want. We don't care where it is. We want we want our quarterback. We know Arizona and maybe the Jets are going to try to trade back in at some point. We're not going to play that game. We're just taking our guy. I'm not saying I agree with it, because I'm with you. I would have much rather seen them take a player that can contribute right now. It's just,
Man.
and I'm not a huge Ty Simpson believer either. So that probably plays a big part in it too.
So does this give you Jordan Love vibes though? Then
100%.
is that what you're banking on
This
here?
is yes.
Mm.
They're
So I can digest that a bit better.
Yes, this is their Jordan,
Man,
and they're just saying we think this is a weak draft class.
Alpha just brought that up over on YouTube. I want to make sure he gets his credit there for that.
Yeah. But we're stealing that idea, by the way. So
I mean,
we're taking
that's how I
credit
can
for it.
digest this pick, but I'm still not going to be surprised if by the time I get to the end of tonight, from a talent to draft pick value perspective, that's my least favorite pick. I'm not going to be surprised by that. I understand the purpose. I understand the intentionality. I understand Stafford's literally probably on his last legs and vertebrae of his back, but man, for the Ravens, I got to imagine this is Lemon or Ioane.
Kenny and Sadiq.
Could be
Ruben
Sadiq.
Bain.
Golly, a lot of good talent here. Way to go, Roger. Crushed it. Crushed it, Roger. Way to take your time. You didn't stumble through the pronunciation or anything. Oliva Vega Ioane. Nailed it. This is, again, pristine tape. Guy who could be an all-pro. Let's make sure we solidify this offensive line. They need the receiver help, but man, did they need the offensive line help even more.
I feel like when I watched Daniel Jeremiah's mock draft last night and he had Sadiq at 14 and Ioane to the Chargers at 22, there was a thought in my head that said he has those flip-flopped. He just wanted to give the Chargers Ioane. And that's not to say that Sadiq was going to be the Chargers pick. I just think that Sadiq, at this point, he's probably going to hit the 20s. Don't you think? Like,
Sadiq's definitely going to hit the 20s. So this also reminded me, right? Daniel Jeremiah had Baltimore taking Sadiq last night. I did some thinking on this too, and this was part of my revelation when I initially had Sadiq mock to the Ravens, and I thought, no, that's dumb because I've always, and this isn't a knock on Daniel Jeremiah, one of the best in the business. The Bucs pick is in already. Wow, Reuben Bain is sitting right there for him.
Gosh.
Oh, they got an absolute gift.
Wow.
They got an absolute gift to fall into their lap in Reuben Bain. Wow. All right.
Where'd you go, Lemon?
No.
You got double slot. Double slot, baby.
Chris Godwin replacement.
Triple slot. Then.
Where was I? What
Luka,
was I?
Levin,
Oh,
and Godwin.
back to the tight end conundrum. I thought back to the Dalton Kincaid and Michael Mayer draft, and Daniel Jeremiah had Dalton Kincaid going as high as 13 in the Green Bay Packers in that draft, and Dalton Kincaid fell all the way to the back end of the first round. Michael Mayer fell out of the first round. So I've always thought, you know what, even though the talent is there, even though the team need is there, a lot of these teams are willing to pass on tight end in that team need position unless if they fall into like the 20s of the first round. And as much as Sadiq just moves differently than a lot of guys we've seen come out, I don't mean that. I don't think that automatically means, oh, Sadiq's got to be a top 20 pick, lock it in for sure. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he does slide past the Carolina Panthers at 19, where everybody seems to be mocking him. I wouldn't be surprised if Sadiq does make it to 23 with a team like the Eagles, or even into the later part of the first round.
So here's the last thing I'll say on
the-
Sadiq, and then we can move on.
For the 49ers or the
Yeah.
Kansas City Chiefs. Just throwing those out there.
Alec Lewis, who is the writer for the Vikings over at The Athletic, had consistently talked about this is probably a defensive pick, but Kenyon Sadiq is is the name to keep an eye on for the Vikings.
Which could be a possibility too. That could be a possibility.
So Sadiq does fall to Minnesota. Where does that push him up where you're having those conversations of like 104?
Mhm.
Like, you get that hot and bothered? Is he a solidified 105 then in non-super flex leagues? Single QB? Like, I've been a little bit of a downer on Sadiq, so I'm not there yet, no matter what team he falls to.
Oh, yeah, I hear that.
I feel like 106 for me, probably because I'm higher on Concepcion than I am on Sadiq, but I'm higher on Sadiq than I am on Boston and Cooper.
Oh, that makes sense.
To recap for Isolated over on TikTok, the Rams, Ty Simpson was their pick at 13, and I'm still not sure how to digest that pick. I see the pros. I think I see the cons even more. Man, we're past that pick though. We're on to the Buccaneers.
I will say, Tom Pelissero said, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm not going to be surprised if we see Carson Beck in the first round.
Oh, stop it.
Do we get a desperate enough Arizona or the Jets where one of them makes that trade up? But let's be honest, though, if they take him even with a day 2 pick, like if they take him in the second round, that's still too high. That's still too high, but that's not on the realm of possibilities.
But okay. God.
And I'm not saying
I'm saying we might have to keep that same energy though, because I don't have a first round grade on Ty Simpson yet. Here he is going 13th overall. It's like look, Bo Nix turned out to be great, but it's why I didn't like the Michael Penix pick. It's why I didn't like the Bo Nix pick, is because I didn't have first round grades on those guys. And I get it. Bo Nix turned out to be fine for Denver. Oh boy, has that been a roller coaster still through the first 2 years. And Michael Penix. But the Bucks are jazzed. This is so Ruben Bain. This is so Ruben Bain. They are absolutely jazzed. Shout out to the guy in the green polo in back. He's got no one to shake hands with right now, but I would shake. And look, I if I were green polo, what are you doing? What are you doing, guy? What are you doing, guy?
Ty's climbing around
He's
behind the
climbing
cameras.
behind the camera so he doesn't cut anything off. Oh man. Oh man. Okay. Where do we even go from here? I see comments coming in. I like this. Atlanta was open to trading Pitts, excuse me. Alpha's talking over on YouTube. Do we? Oh, I see what you're doing there.
We got a bug on the lamp.
Ladybug on the lamp. Because you all can clearly see that. Oh man, Ty's doing the Lord's work. Any chance that Pitts gets traded tonight? There was some buzz around that. No, I agree. Not for a round 1 pick. I would agree with that. Is good. And here's Goodell coming out to the podium. You want to grab that remote?
I got you. Maybe. Here we go.
Bob does also think the Rams, Carson Becker will go round 1.
Hey, I'm not saying I would.
Here's Roger at the podium. Ruben Bain has to be. Yeah, 100%. This was the easiest pick of the night. I love this for Tampa Bay. They get the second best pure edge rusher in this class, in my opinion. This was a slam dunk home run. They didn't have to trade back. I did have Pittsburgh trading up here to take one of the tackles because we saw a handful of them go here. But man, you got to love Ruben Bain with Todd Bowles here. This is gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, Ty was so confident in this pick. He wrote it down in his spreadsheet and then walked away. He's been tracking all the picks over here. So that's how you know it just felt like a sure thing. He was one of those guys that was like, where could he, how high could he go? And then it was, well, it's not quite the perfect fit, the arms thing. And he's just such a good pass rusher that it's just like
the bend is elite already.
It just makes you think we're going to look back at this and go,
it's the Christian Gonzalez all over again, right? Why did Christian Gonzalez fall as late as he did to the Patriots? And now, wouldn't you know, everybody's talking about him as an all-pro, right? This same case here for Ruben Bain.
I will say, I think Will Campbell's scared people off because people saw him get kind of exposed.
Yep.
Which I don't think is fair to say is because of the arms, right? That could just be
this man's so locked in. He didn't even stop and look in the mirror where he's nope. I know it. I'm 15th overall was too low. And I landed with the team that I'm going to absolutely prove. Oh, this man is dialed already.
Well, and he's staying in Florida.
Low moving costs.
Yeah, he's
low moving costs.
No, you got to be pretty thrilled right here.
Alpha with the super chat. Appreciate you, my man. $10 super chat. Cheers, my man. Cheers to you, Cameron and I. Cameron, you don't have your here. We'll cheers to you, my man. Thanks for being here. Thanks for making this draft so fun. And yeah, Tampa's war room is just elated right now. Best case scenario for them.
Glazers might put up a new park now down in Tampa. I will say, after living down there, it is crazy.
That's true. Former Tampa resident.
Every
former Tampa resident.
Everywhere you turn, it's the Glazer this, Glazer that. So
all right.
Yeah.
So we do have the Jets on the clock here. Call me crazy. I think this is a pretty easy pick here for them. Because way back at the start of the draft cycle.
Dang it.
What?
We're going to get Malachi Lemon here.
Why
did I say Malachi?
Malachi Corley.
No, I saw. No, Malachi Fields just came up on that.
Sure.
I knew it was wrong.
Deep in your prospect.
Yes. We're gonna.
You didn't know you were that big of a scout.
I just am a huge Notre Dame guy.
Oh man.
I think it's Lemon here.
I do think it's Lemon. Bob also agreed. This is steal today.
Sucks so bad. Would this surprise anyone? Well, I shouldn't. What if
Sadiq?
This is Omar Cooper Jr.
So there is a world
Yes,
There,
please.
there,
Please, Lord.
Free my boy
we
Lennon.
gotta-
Free my boy
we
Lennon.
don't have someone here who's able to
Who
tally
are they
the points.
congratulating here?
Who's
Who's getting the claps? Is it Aaron Glenn or
yeah,
Frank?
right. Yeah,
It's
Frank,
not Rick Spielman, that's for sure. He's still not happy.
Guys, what are we doing? Guys, what are we doing? Is yours
My
go out?
TikTok, it's dying.
Oh, yours went out. Mine's
it's
still
going
good.
down.
Mine's still going strong here. Pick is in for the Jets. Tyler, people can't hear you on TikTok. Well, I guess maybe I'll keep talking here. I do think this pick is Mekhi Lemon, though. I think you got to split this between offense and defense. I understand you got day 2 needs to fill out wide receiver. But is there a defensive player you're actually excited about taking here if you're the New York Jets to continue bolstering things? My thought is no. My thought is that it's still probably going to be an offensive player here in Mekhi Lemon. Bob appears to think the same.
Carson Beck?
Bears fan. I'm
Carson
sad.
Beck?
Is this Carson? Oh no! Don't even.
Carson.
Don't even.
Drew
Here,
Aller.
here's Roger.
Oh!
Mason Taylor, no!
Oh,
So-
no.
No, my boy.
There was no reason to kill an innocent man in Mason Taylor. There was no need to kill an innocent man.
F minus. This is worse than the Ty
Th-
Simpson.
th-
pick.
this- I
No, no.
agree. I
You're running
This is
2
worse.
tight end sets.
Yeah,
Yes, then you
heavy
can run the
personnel.
ball. Come on, baby. Brees, Brees,
I was
Brees,
gonna say, as a
Brees,
Brees
Brees.
guy.
Brees Hall manager here going nuts.
Gosh dang.
Wow.
Look at that athleticism.
So here, okay, I'm just gonna
This
say
could be
this.
fun.
He's a
I
big
get
slot. He's a big
I'm
slot.
Hold on. This pick for the Lions at 17 is going to be Monroe Freeling.
Yes. If you're the Vikings and you're looking at Mekhi Lemon at 18.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Oh, baby.
You run 3 wide receiver sets. Actually, let me pull up the stat because Minnesota, they were the reason why Jalen Naylor got paid $27 million.
Yeah.
So that tells me that you use 3 wide receiver sets a whole lot.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's look this up. Personnel tendency, courtesy of Sumer Sports.
Oh,
So
you know it, Kevin O'Connell. He ain't running no heavy personnel crap.
11 personnel in 2025. The Vikings ran it at the 10th highest rate.
Yeah. So just wait. Just wait until you. Oh, and the pick is in for the Lions.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is pretty easy.
They're running this one.
Nobody's coming to take
Yeah.
Monroe Freely from us.
Dan Campbell's giving people a death stare as he picks up the phone. Like, if you try and talk me out of this,
Can I toss out an idea? We've been talking about smoke screens throughout the night. Some of which have come true, some of which have not. Has tackle been a smokescreen, knowing that tackles were going to go early? Do they actually want edge to play alongside Aiden Hutchinson?
I think
or is this Mekhi Lemon?
no.
Jamo, Laporta. You
Wait,
got
hold on.
2 Amon Ross
I was
on the
gonna say,
same
Amon Ross
team.
got 2.0. It's Amon Ross and
I
Brown.
hate that comp still.
I
get why people make it. I still
You're
hate
a
it.
hater.
It's the
You're a
laziest one in the world.
I think here's my thoughts on the tackle stuff. Mawanoa and Fano, Proctor to a certain extent, and Ioane. Those felt like the most pro-ready tackles, right? When you look at Freeland, and I could probably throw in Blake Miller in there as well. But Miller's just looked at as high floor, low ceiling, right? That is
Hey, and you know what? I wouldn't hate a Blake Miller pick here either.
I wouldn't hate it either, but that's to say that Ihanachor, Caleb Lomu, Monroe Freeling, all the other guards then with Keelan Rutledge, Emmanuel Pregnon, Chase Basantis, they were looked at more as projects or they have some deficiencies, right? So I think if we could have had a tackle run if we had one of the project guys go earlier. Right. If Monroe Freeling was the pick for the Browns at 9, I
Sure.
think we could have seen a tackle run then. because it pushed all of the lower, more polished prospects down.
Sure.
So I'm not surprised that we're not getting a tackle run. Again, I kind of get why. Like I'm kind of surprised, not really surprised, just because all that, there were they weren't reports, but there was the speculation we're going to get 10 offensive linemen in the first round. We've only had 4 through the first half.
Offensive linemen?
Yeah.
Or offensive tackles?
Offensive linemen.
There's only been 4.
Right.
Fano, Maunoa,
Proctor, and Ioane.
Ioane. Yeah, it's only 4 so far.
So you now
I
have
do think a lot of your offensive they're in the, we'll call it the 15 to the Bucks to the Cowboys. Basically Bucks to the Cowboys, that like range of 6 picks. I wouldn't say there's any teams desperate enough. I mean, Detroit is one of them, right? But all those other teams, maybe you could incorporate Carolina in there too. I think they're a sneaky, if Caleb Lomu doesn't go here, I think they're a sneaky Caleb Lomu team potentially to take offensive line too. Not a ton of teams that are tackle needy in here. It feels like all those guys are starting to come with Pittsburgh, with Philadelphia getting Elaine Johnson, with the Texans, with the 49ers behind Trent Williams, and Mekhi Lemon. He's scrolling intently.
So is that
What's he playing? Candy Crush?
do we think this is the interviews, or is it just
It might have been. It might actually
Because
Oh,
that
I do. I do think there is gravity to the buzz we got after the combine, which was
because he was the only one that got negative buzz after the combine as far as off the field stuff for sure.
totally.
Oh,
I see Lucas over on TikTok. Who did the Bears get? The Bears have not selected yet. The Bears don't select till pick 25. So
halfway there.
we're halfway there. Living on a prayer. And Samuel over on
Journey.
Good answer. Good answer.
you've also got Samuel over on YouTube as well. Best D lineman available right now. I mean, if you're looking at the edge, it's
Mesidor.
still at the top of the board. Here's Goodell at the
Makes
podium
sense.
for the Lions. I do think this is a tackle Monroe Freeling pick.
Taking action to support Make a Wish during World Wish Month. Tonight, you will have the opportunity to help grant an unforgettable wish.
Do the Vikings trade back?
It's a possibility. I do think it is.
If this isn't Monroe Freeling, don't be surprised if it's Philly that would come up.
Shout out.
Shut
Let's go. Let's do it, Ethan.
I think it's
Let's do it, Ethan.
Easton, Mr.
Easton?
E, Mr. E.
Easton, yeah.
Easton, I couldn't get that. Here we go, Easton. Let's do it, my man.
In the 2026 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Blake Miller.
Oh yeah! Woo! I love me some Blake Miller. That is, look, what I love about Blake Miller is that he is going to be just a reliable, stable pillar who I do think he does strike me. I know that there's maybe not an immense amount of upside here, but to me, he does strike me as a Dan Campbell kind of guy. You put him in, you can rely on him, and if you need him,
Look
and
at
he's
that
got the
comp.
wrestling background.
And the comp of Taylor Decker. So you're just playing
Oh.
Taylor Decker on the right. And
Yep.
you're moving Penei Sewell over to the left.
4 years of starting at right tackle for Clemson. You swing Penei Sewell to left tackle. This is, look, I had put this when we were sending mock drafts to each other as the offseason was going on. This is one frequently where I'm like, Blake Miller could just slide perfectly in here. Dan Campbell doesn't have to worry about a thing because this dude has the starting experience. I love this pick here for Detroit.
If I had to give this an early grade, I think I'm giving it a B+.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not saying this is 8+.
Yeah.
I'm happy to give this a B+. Oh, that pick is in quick for the Vikings. Oh. I will say right now.
Here's
if-
Carson Beck.
Oh, and Roger don't even get a chance to break. Roger don't even get a chance to breathe.
Is this Monroe Freeling?
Oh
boy.
Oh boy. Okay. All right. I got to get the computer off my lap. I don't know what I'm going to do. All right, Roger. Oh, gosh, I didn't expect Mekhi Lemon to be here. Now I want this to be Mekhi Lemon. No. What? What are we doing? Why does this always happen? Why does this always happen?
No way.
Why? Why? Why?
Oh my gosh. F minus.
Ty, you live on the 3rd floor, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go jump off your patio quick.
Yeah. Be right back.
Be
BRB.
right back. I'm just joking.
Oh,
I'm just
my
joking.
goodness gracious. What?
Why did we sprint that in?
That's crazy work.
Why did we sprint that pick in?
And the Eagles are on the clock with the trade.
Oh, come on!
Or no, wait.
Carolina, but
We
then
got
Philly
Carolina
traded-
and Philly.
Wait, Philly traded with Dallas again?
Yeah.
Wow. But my gosh.
I understand the need for interior defensive. Could this be fun with Brian Flores?
Sure, maybe.
Yeah, I'm willing. Oh man.
Oh, your TikTok or your Bluetooth mic died there.
Oh
Buddy,
man.
pal.
The other one's
my.
charging over there.
There's no way.
I'm just gonna switch this to the Panthers because they're on the clock.
Dude, we just oh my gosh. I thought we fired Quasey.
I thought we did too.
What? What are we doing?
Tweet of the night from Dave Kluge.
Oh, boy.
Quote tweets the pick for the Vikings. This is the guy who's supposed to replace Harrison Smith.
I got some humor in that at least.
Dave.
That is the tweet of the night. That's awesome.
That's a good one from Dave.
Oh man, that
This,
I need a minute.
in case you can't tell, we are Minnesota Vikings fans.
TikTok is
Wow.
going to, need to be reset here in a minute or two.
Is it
We're approaching that hour.
that every hour check-in mark? Oh my gosh,
Thankfully, we get the 5-minute warning.
Oh, is that
that's
what
just
came up?
unbelievable to me.
Oh,
no,
not yet. Not yet.
no
not yet.
thinking for
It's
Minnesota.
wonderful.
Banks is a
even if you
stud.
tap
Just
it
miss.
early?
Look, I understand Caleb Banks. I understand the dude is still rehabbing a foot injury, though. I don't want a beefy defensive lineman rehabbing a foot injury coming into the NFL as my 1st round pick at 18th overall.
When okay, because
Of all the players I could have gotten my hopes up for,
because
I would have been satisfied with Colton Hood even.
yeah, Chris Johnson. I
Chris-
would have been fine with Chris
look,
Johnson.
There are so many other players I could have sat here and said, you know what? I think I understand it. I
This
can
one I don't.
conceptually see I can see the direction in which the Vikings want to go here, but it does not need to be with the first defensive lineman in an unimpressive defensive lineman class with the dude who's already coming into the NFL nursing a foot injury at the size that he is. That it doesn't scream good news to me.
Per Adam Schefter, NFL teams received a letter earlier this week stating that after a CT scan on Tuesday, Banks is on pace to be fully cleared for football activities in early June as he recovers from a surgically repaired bone in his left foot.
I don't care. I don't. Why am I chancing that still?
That's great work by Cale Banks' agent.
That's
Alpha,
wild.
we don't hate you all. That's what you anybody can clown this pick. I'm clowning this pick.
Yeah.
This is my least favorite pick in the 1st round so far.
But-
Not because I don't not because of the need, but because Caleb Banks, in my mind, just not worth the 18th overall pick there with the injury concerns for the Vikings. It's brutal. That's brutal.
It does feel wild.
So we thought Rams had the worst pick. I came around on that. That's probably the third worst pick of the night.
It is the third worst.
The third worst. So far, it's the Vikings at 1,
Kenyon Sadiq.
to the Jets at 2, and then
Tyson.
Ty Simpson to the Rams.
So
Far, the top 5 worst picks, and I'll have a video coming out on TikTok tomorrow recapping all these picks. I'm literally going to hit the lab as soon as the draft is done. I might literally slide over to where Ty is sitting and just turn that camera sideways and record on his camera. Might hijack his apartment for 20 minutes afterwards and just record that video.
My guess.
Because it's all going to be fresh. The passion is going to be there. And the pick is in for the Carolina Panthers already. I know the ticker on the bottom of the screen over on YouTube and Facebook and X isn't updated, but I literally fell to my knees in Ty's apartment because of how crippling that Caleb Banks pick was, and I should have known they were going to screw it up. I just should have known. All right, Roger. Because I think this could be Makai Lemon here to the Panthers.
Dylan Thieneman.
Oh, Thieneman, yes. Oh, so they do go tackle there. Okay, so they do go tackle there. There is a need there at tackle. There's not a lot of depth after this year at tackle. If you think this dude can blossom into becoming an all-pro for you with the upside, physicality, and athleticism that he possesses, I really don't mind this pick for Carolina at all. Would I have preferred potentially a Thieneman? Maybe. Would I have preferred a Makai Lemon to figure out if Bryce Young is worth $200 million? Maybe, but I'm not going to hate getting him some O-linemen to make sure you can figure it out.
So what does this mean then? Because they have their interior set with Lewis, with Hunt, and their center, Luke Fortner. Their right tackle is Taylor Moton, who has been there since 2017. But their left tackle spot, Ike Ekwonu. They signed Rasheed Walker. And now you take Monroe Freeling. So, and
throwing anything at a wall, get the best 5 out there. Doesn't matter who they are. Figure it out.
Ike is recovering from an injury.
Correct. Yes.
So is this Carolina kind of admitting that, like, hey, if we're going to play Ekwonu, we're going to play him as a guard now? We're not going to keep him out at tackle? I mean, it makes the most sense to me.
Yeah.
And then you have Freeling and
Philadelphia, the pick is in. Do we know the trade? Oh, and Roger.
Yes, it was the 20th and the 7th for 23, 114, and 137.
Okay. Wow, man, Roger. Hey, look, we're clipping through this. Roger's not getting a breath. Here he is. Makai Lemon.
Good Jackson.
Yeah,
Wow.
Bye, AJ Brown. Nice knowing ya. Good luck as a New England Patriot. We'll see ya. Isn't this so on brand for the Eagles though? They sit back and just wait for the board to fall. You know what? Now's the pouncing time. Now's the pouncing time. We're gonna trade with an in-division rival.
call
and grab our future wide receiver 1A, 1B to play alongside Devonta Smith. Bye, AJ Brown. Nice knowing you in Philly.
So
love this for Philly, by the way. Love this for Philly.
So bring it to fantasy real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Give me your top 4 non-superflex picks.
I think I'm gonna go Love, Tate, Lem.
It's love. It's love for sure at 1.
Love, Tate. Wow, because it's not like you're not getting volume here with Lemon either.
No,
I think I do go Tyson Lemon, but man, you ask me tomorrow, I might go Lemon Tyson. Golly, I trust Kellen Moore a lot more than the Eagles right now to have consistent play calling.
Oof.
You know what I mean? I trust them to use Tyson and.
Does this in some way? Hey,
but maybe it's still.
Can you name me a receiver that was taken at pick 20 within the last 5 years?
Yes, a lot. At pick 20
at
or
pick
in
20?
the 20s?
Yeah, at pick 20.
Wasn't Quentin Johnson pick 20?
No, because he was 21. He was after this.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
does this not feel like Jackson Smith and Jigba playing 2.0? Could Philly hold on to AJ Brown?
Plan. I missed the plan at the end.
Plan.
Yes. Well, totally. Well, it depends how you view Devonta Smith though, too, at the same time.
Right. But this, I mean, so AJ Brown is, I mean, people will look at the size and go, "Oh, that's the DK Metcalf of this."
Yep.
I feel like DK is more kind of the Tyler Lockett, where his time is dwindling down. He's going to be the first to move on, and then we're going to give Mekhi Lemon and Devonta Smith for a year, and then Philly's going to go, all right, it's time to move off with Devonta Smith because we know that Mekhi Lemon's ready to go, and then Mekhi Lemon becomes the new JSN. I shouldn't say the new JSN, but like that's the like I bet there will be people that look at this pick for Mekhi Lemon to Philly right now as it is with AJ Brown. If you remove the trade speculation of AJ Brown, they're gonna go, what is Philly doing? You're gonna take a third wide receiver for your offense, but 3 years down the road, we're gonna be looking back at this going, how do we let Mekhi Lemon fall to 20 to the Eagles? How do we not take Mekhi Lemon earlier in our fantasy drafts?
Why are we taking Caleb Banks ahead of Mekhi Lemon? Sorry, I know you're talking
that's fair. That's fair. So in some weird way, am I starting to consider Mekhi Lemon a 102 non-superflex?
Okay,
I'm not there. I'm not there.
Not there either.
I'm not there.
I would so much rather take Carnell Tate.
Yeah,
I think so too, but it's interesting now.
I'm firmly with Carnell Tate, but man, 102, 103, I'm going to be pretty flip-floppy on. I probably will still end up taking Lemon because I was higher on Lemon coming in.
Yep.
But 12 picks is quite a bit, of a difference too.
Between
8 and 20. So like,
and Sadiq going ahead.
Yeah. So I mean that weighs into it.
We should have had the volume on to listen to how he was interviewing.
Yeah, there you go. We could have.
I should have.
I think. Let's go Pittsburgh.
I'm behind on these assets. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm behind on these assets. I'm freaking out over what's happening here. This draft is unfolding faster than I can get my brain wrapped around it.
We are going quick.
We're flying.
We're gonna be done in 3 hours.
We are,
Hey,
which is a new record.
Do we
get a prediction from
boots
on ground?
I told Jackson to call me when you're ready. We might be partying a little too hard in Pittsburgh right now.
The drinks are flowing in Pittsburgh tonight.
It's been getting rough and rowdy. It sounds like out on the draft floor. So I'm sure right now
the video again of the prediction.
Roger's going to be strutting up to the podium here.
Are you sure?
Here's what I'm fascinated to see what direction they go. I want to talk about this pick though. We haven't even actually talked about this pick. We talked about Mekhi Lemon.
Omar Cooper.
Could this be a wide receiver? Because the tackles that are left, the Monroe Freeling, so Lomu's still on the board. Ihanachor is still on the board. Do you want? But the question is, if you're Pittsburgh, do you want another developmental tackle after you brought in Broderick Jones, who was big, broody, could get the work done, but like wasn't a polished prospect himself? Do you really want to run that back with Ihanachor?
But it's on the right versus the left,
which is fair. But
it's just another project,
right? That's more so what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't think there's.
And do you want to kick Ihanachor into guard then? Because they do have need at guard with Sayamalo gone.
We'll get a reaction to this pick in 15, 20 minutes.
I'm not worried about getting this. We're
not getting this pick reaction on this. Probably until the very end of the draft.
No, it won't be until the very, very end of the draft. And as he should be partying, rightfully
as
so.
He should.
Because this is a spectacle you want to experience, not through the lens of your phone. Right.
Yep.
So we've thrown out the idea of offensive tackle.
Colton Hood.
You got depth charts up for the Steelers?
I do.
Remind me who they have at safety.
Technically, I mean, it depends on where they play Jalen Ramsey, but their safeties are Deshaun Elliott, Jaquan Brisker.
Jalen Ramsey. They got Brisker. That's right. I forgot they had Brisker.
Right.
Roger Goodell coming out with his barrage. And predictions.
I think it's Ihanachor.
I'm sticking to my guns going Lomu.
I think I'm leaning Lomu here too after the Broderick Jones news this week. I think I'll lean Lomu. The bus. Oh, Bob throws out McCoy here.
I think McCoy's falling out of the first at this point.
LaShawn McCoy?
Shady McCoy?
Shady McCoy out of retirement, re-entering the draft.
In service.
We wish all of you the best as you continue your football journeys. The last time I was fortunate to introduce TJ Watt.
Oh,
Ooh.
They're going
boy,
deep
here
at
we go.
Mesidor.
Great call. Great call. Great call. Look, everybody has heard the story of Iheanacho, basically to a T at this point. Picked up football 5 years ago. Still so much raw talent that's not tapped into yet. Hey, look, I don't blame Pittsburgh for sending the bus out there and saying, go ahead and turn this guy into a just getting straight underpants into the camera. It's just an unfortunate shot.
Man. Steelers war room
Just
is
an unfortunate
erupting.
Oh man. I forgot about the basketball background too for Iheanacho. So this is Pittsburgh saying we're not afraid to take another big swing at tackle here, to hopefully land the future of this offensive line, to protect the future franchise quarterback for them, and shoot, maybe even Aaron Rodgers for one more year to keep him upright.
Well, again, Troy Fautanu can move over to the left.
He can. That is true.
So you can play Honda Shore on the right. Or if you really don't feel comfortable playing him in year one, I think it's understandable that you can let him sit for year one and then let things play out, make some moves. And here's the other thing about Fautanu. You can also kick him into guard. Now, I don't know if he's going to be so open to be doing that. If there's a move to left tackle possible and tackles getting more money than guards and whatnot, but there is, and now all the Steelers fans got their
they got their pick.
They got their pick, and now they're just going.
Bye.
They got school tomorrow, don't
Yep.
they? Or no, did that get canceled?
They probably canceled the entire state.
So I get why they went Iheanacho, because you get a guy that you can legit mold into the kind of player that you want.
Chargers pick is in.
And there's some versatility now with the pieces that you have, to what we have been saying with the Giants, to what we were saying, I don't know, with Cleveland, with Miami. Just get your best five out there. Right?
Yeah.
You can do that now.
I mean, that's the theme with this year's class, right? Is a lot of them you think they can, you can play them at guard.
Is this Mesidor?
Let's talk about the Chargers pick here. Just the last note on the tackle class, because I do think it plays into the Chargers pick here as well. So many of these tackles, they can play tackle. Are they going to better develop at guard first? So it feels like the philosophy of this year's class really is we're going to take a guy and we'll figure out where to put him from there, but we need to get 5 guys that we absolutely trust out there first and foremost. And Iheanacho is one of those guys who could be a brute for you. Chargers pick is in. Last year, Daniel Jeremiah had Travion Henderson to the Chargers. Ended up being Omarion Hampton. This year he had Vega Ioane, which we all knew Vega was going to go sooner than 22 to the Chargers, but is he hinting at offensive linemen here, right? So I'm going to take the bold risk of Chase Bisontis here. But it could be an edge rusher in Mesidor if they want to win right away.
Mesidor's who I have mocked here.
Mesidor is right there for the take.
And you take him right before Dallas does, who I'm sure Dallas would love to have right now. Here's Roger.
In the 2026 NFL, the Los Angeles Chargers select Hakeem Mesidor.
Yeah.
And there's Mesidor. Yep. Get more help off the edge. You got Khalil Mack entering the twilight of his career. Let's get look. 25 years old or not, Akeem Messidor is a monster off the edge. This is good. I really do like this pick for the Chargers. They needed help on the edge.
Yeah, I mean, they're a team too that feels like they at least themselves feel like, you can argue this if you want, but they're just a couple pieces away.
Yeah.
And you bring in a guy right now who's going to come in, he's going to be able to produce year one, put pressure on the quarterback. I mean, that's never a bad thing, no matter where you're at, is to be able to get to the quarterback. So, like you said, who cares if he's 25 as long as he produces? That's all it comes down to.
Well, he's going to get to learn from Khalil Mack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. He's only been playing edge for the last 2 years of his collegiate career. He was
Right,
playing
'cause-
defensive tackle beforehand.
right. So, jeez, this is. I mean, for both Tampa and the Chargers to get the two Miami edge rushers, this played very well into your hands.
Yeah, I mean, and especially if you can get a guy too. I mean, you could have him and Mac. You can move them around the line too, right? You don't just have to.
Mhm.
You have two guys who just rush the quarterback
Mhm.
from anywhere on that defensive line. That's a scary prospect for any offensive line.
Well, yeah,
to-
you can line up Mesdor down. Yeah.
Sam says Unk goes to the Chargers.
Oh.
I look, and I get it. A 25-year-old edge rusher was never going to be everyone's cup of tea.
Yeah.
But for teams like the Chargers who can win now, for a team like Dallas who can win now, for a team like the Bucks, we're looking to get back in the win now category. And I get it. Ruben Bain went there, right? You're not going to complain about Ruben Bain. But Akeem Messidor was a guy. If he did fall into the Chargers' laps, would be a player that would fit right into what they want to do. Just a straight aggressive fastball off the edge. So here we go. We do have the Dallas Cowboys are on the clock. My things are getting all jumbled around here. Nathan did join us just recently over on YouTube, and he asked our thoughts on the Viking. Nathan, we're not going to get into this. I was on my hands and knees. I was in the. I think I know. I just want to paint this picture for Nathan. We can move off of it. I fell to my hands and knees, and I think at one point I rolled onto my side into the fetal position.
Yep.
Without just mentally, that's my mind went fetal position. That was my thought on the Vikings pick with Caleb Banks.
Well, if you want to feel a little bit better about Minnesota sports, end of first quarter, Timberwolves are up 25-11. So
We'll still.
Yeah,
we'll
so-
blow
so-
the lead
so-
somehow.
someone
Hey,
had to do
hey,
something
we'll
right
blow the
tonight.
lead somehow.
Someone in Minnesota had to do something
Hey.
right tonight.
We'll still blow the
And
lead.
Edwards said, if we're really going to muck up the NFL draft, we ain't mucking up game 3.
Yeah, no,
That's
we're still losing.
insane.
We're still losing.
Tyler.
tonight. We're still losing tonight.
I get being a pessimist. I really do.
I just want to completely forget that happened at pick 18. Like that's, 3 wishes in life. That's one of them. To completely forget that pick 18 ever happened.
And I can't blame you.
It's just, I guarantee you no other defensive lineman or defensive tackle gets taken in the first round. I understand that.
I wouldn't be so sure. I got Caden McDonald in the first round.
I understand that you probably would have liked to move back, but there probably wasn't anyone to come up to 18, so you just had to stick with your grade and whatnot. But
It's the first round debate of last year all over again. Why don't you just take the deal? Whatever's being offered to you, because the Giants traded up for Jackson Dart immediately the pick after. Saints traded up. Falcons gave up a first round pick this year. Could have had a 13th overall pick this year.
Yep.
Like just take at some point. Just take the freaking deal.
just take the
Take the deal at some point. I don't know. I don't know who the arrogant mind is in the front office. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, here we go. We do have our live reaction from Pittsburgh here to the Steelers pick. We'll get that to you all momentarily.
While we're waiting for Jackson, I do think this pick is Dylan Thieneman.
To the Dallas Cowboys, yes, this makes so much
They
sense.
took Caleb Downs earlier.
Oh no, they did take Caleb Downs. Yeah, so this can't be
All right.
Thieneman.
Oh, Mark
Here we go.
Cooper Jr.
Here we go. We do have boots on the ground here, live from Pittsburgh.
All right. How is Pittsburgh feeling?
Pittsburgh was a little disappointed, I think. They didn't make a move to trade up, but they fixed that O-line, hopefully. I think that means that Roderick Jones is not someone that's going to pick up his 5th year, or maybe that injury stuff is a big concern.
Yeah, that was kind of our speculation as well. We got to hear it though. So we've been going nuts about this draft, right? Like it started at 4 with Carnell Tate. What's been the craziest pick so far? Was it 13 of the Rams?
Oh, here we go. We're getting Dallas live from Jackson.
We're
The Rams was the craziest.
Oh, defensive end. I didn't hear what the name was though. I didn't hear who the defensive end was.
Malachi
Oh, there
Lawrence.
you go, Malachi Lawrence. There he is. Wow.
Crazy.
Cowboys fans, they're all going nuts right now.
Oh, I believe it.
Hey, Jackson, for the sanity of all Vikings fans, what was the reaction to 18? Disbelief?
Oh, that was pleasant reaction from the crowd for that one.
That was just so you know, Lucas went into fetal position when it was announced. No one in Minnesota is happy. No one in Minnesota is happy.
Yeah, but there were a couple people from Packers and Bears and Lions that were laughing at the Vikings fans. It was
Rightfully
it
so.
was not a great fun day. They did the same to the Steelers when we took a tackle there instead of a position or trading up right.
Let's just say this: I love the Steelers pick so much more than what the Vikings did. I am now a Steelers fan for the night.
I think that the Steelers fans will be fine with it in time. You know, we needed an offensive line. We just lost our left guard. We need to make sure that we shore that up. Because if Rodgers is coming back, extra time to throw to Pittman and DK Metcalf. But
True.
I wouldn't be surprised if they pick someone in round 2 or receiver.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, sir.
Perfect. Thank you for calling in. Enjoy the draft.
Thanks for being boots on ground, sir.
See ya.
So there you go. You got live boots on ground in Pittsburgh.
We're going to another commercial. Didn't we just come back from one?
Feels like we did, but hey, they got to slow this draft down.
Yeah,
Teams
they
are
do.
making their picks way too fast. With the Cleveland Browns on the clock, and their pick is in. You do have a healthy number of wide receivers available here. You've got Omar Cooper here. You've got Casey Concepcion here. You've got Denzel Boston here. I think any of these guys are going to be quality picks.
Please be Omar Cooper so we can get Casey Concepcion to San Francisco.
Oh.
Please.
Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Please.
Oh, man. Casey Concepcion is the flanker with Kyle Shanahan.
Oh,
Let's pants off. Let's have some fun.
let's have some fun.
Let's have some fun.
Is this Carson Beck?
Now we're just having fun. I need another drink.
Is this Drew Aller?
Drew Allen,
Who else-
Cole Tate?
Who else is that?
Not ice.
I could take another.
You might as well grab me one though, because we're past pick 18 and we all know how that turned out.
That's why I needed them.
Lucas, I'm not gonna lie. I know you're off camera. You might have to make a really interesting case for 2 of the last 5 worst picks in the first round. I know we still got a little ways to go here, but every single pick except for Banks, Sadiq, and Simpson have all been
Plausible.
understandable, plausible, exciting.
I had this thought today as I was driving up. Fun fact for the people. How many hours ago did I leave? 7 hours ago, I was in Iowa. And I literally drove back to Minneapolis to be here live for the draft.
Don't say he's not committed.
I'm committed. I'm dialed. I had the thought as I was driving up here and just thinking about how wide the ranges of players on this draft board, the different needs that teams have, and how they kind of fit into this draft. I wouldn't consider anybody like, oh man, they really reached on Tyler Booker. right? Like we thought about Dallas, right? No, it's worked out for Dallas. They really reached on Jack Campbell, and I didn't like that. I had that thought of like, it might be hard to find picks I don't outright hate this year.
Somehow, some way.
Because but somehow, some way, there will be terrible ones. I mean, we have 3 already, right? We're looking to fill 2 more spots for tomorrow's video. I'm seeing Alpha over on YouTube. Arizona had so many needs. Running back wasn't one of them.
Correct.
I think there's a case for Jeremiah Love to be one of the worst picks of the first round, even though it's tough to say that of a player of Jeremiah Love's caliber.
Dude, imagine if you let off with that, dude. The clickbait.
Yeah, I mean, if I want to hit 1 million views tomorrow, I might lead off. I'm not.
Why Fernando Mendoza was the worst pick.
Ty Simpson went 13. You couldn't have traded back to get Fernando Mendoza.
If you really think Mendoza's 12 picks better than Simpson, crazy. I have McCoy going here, so.
You do have McCoy here.
Yeah.
Fascinating. Let's revisit the mock. I haven't put the mock drafts up on the screen.
I don't
in a
even know
while.
what the score is.
I don't either because I'm doing.
We don't
the
have a
overlays.
producer. We don't have a producer.
I'm doing the overlays. I'm doing the
That was uncalled for. Uncalled for.
It certainly wasn't Mike Vrabel.
Good thing Roger's striding up to the podium right now. Great timing, Roger.
In the 2026 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select
Casey Concepcion. Oh man, the analytics nerds loved him. We know Andrew Berry is an analytic freak himself.
He looks
this is an Andrew Berry pick.
He's in a Portillo's right now.
He looks like he's in disbelief. Like, oh, my career has got to die.
Bro figured out his career is
Man.
never going to get off the ground from a Portillo's.
I don't love what they got on there. Dynamic releases. Yak. Too many drops. Who does that? If you put that description up, who else are you saying that is?
Jerry G.
Oh my gosh. They got 2 of them.
Not 2 of them. Yeah, 2 of
2
them.
negatives equals a positive, doesn't it?
They're gonna show up at camp with the Spider-Man meme. Wait, you're just me.
And that's all they're gonna be able to do is memes because nobody's gonna be able to give them the ball. Wow.
That
Oh,
sucks.
man. How are y'all doing on your TikTok mics? Mine's blinking again.
Again?
Oh,
No.
It's just you.
That's why I was asking. That's why I was asking. Wanted to make sure it wasn't.
Good for Casey Concepcion. I know that he has done a lot or gone through a lot also in the pre-draft.
No,
just
he has
because
to.
of
Yes, he has.
everything. But
Man.
gosh, that sucks for fantasy.
So your hope is though we're bad enough that we're in true quarterback sweepstakes next year.
Yeah.
And you just got to endure year 1 with Concepcion. The hope is right. I'm gonna buy into that a little bit because I like him. I'm sitting at the 108, 109 in our rookie drafts. If he falls to me at the 108, 109 in our non-super flex,
I'm okay with it.
I'm pretty excited about it, right? I'm gonna take that and be willing to. It's scary because it's the Cleveland Browns, right?
Yeah, totally.
It would be different if it was, like
Carolina Panthers.
exactly. But
this is
Pick is in for
Dylan
the Bears.
Thieneman.
Samuel was asking in the chat. Who do we think the Bears go with? And I think this is Thieneman.
That's Al Harris that was on the phone talking to the draft pick there.
oh yeah, there it is.
That
There it is.
That is Dylan Thieneman. I only say Thieneman just because it seemed like Emmanuel McNeil Warren was sliding out of the first round.
Well, and Thieneman, they were talking,
Was going to be later first
Yeah.
round. So this is Dylan Thieneman as far as I'm concerned.
You don't think it go
Big
another wide
need at
receiver?
safety. You brought in Kobe Bryant. You need someone else to play there. This team generated a ton of turnovers in their secondary last year. So when you have 2 of your major pieces walking free agency, you saw part of that with Kobe Bryant. But man, you get Dylan Thieneman in here who's just got the range. You can use him as a chess piece in the back of your defense. This Dennis Allen's going to love him.
Or is this a corner?
I would lean my leaning here would be 3 players: Thieneman, Keldrick Falk, or TJ Parker.
Ooh, interesting.
Because I think when you're looking at Bears and their edge rushers, my TikTok mic goes out.
No,
leave it to me to just keep talking through a dead mic. It's gonna keep happening all night. When you're looking at edge rusher for the Bears, I'm thinking they're gonna want guys with interior versatility. So I'm guessing they don't go defensive tackle here.
No,
because the Vikings are the only team dumb enough to do it.
Yep.
I don't know. The Bears could. If there's anyone to follow that up, it could be the Bears.
It could
But
be the Bears.
I mean, here's the thing for the Bears with their corners, right? Jalen Johnson obviously is your one. Kyler Gordon is your starter. Is your starting nickel.
Ooh, we
But
just had a
it's-
trade.
Houston, come on.
Houston and
Houston.
Buffalo flipping spots.
Wow, Houston come for Lomo.
Just to. Man.
It's a tackle. It's got to be an offensive
what was
lineman.
Zerline saying earlier today, though? Zerline was talking about what Houston could be looking
What
for.
defensive tackle? You're going linebacker?
Quarterback?
No.
Carson Beck?
Carson Beck. For the Bears, your starter opposite Jalen Johnson right now is Tyreek Stevenson. So could this be a Chris Johnson? Could this be a Colton Hood? Maybe. To play opposite.
Man.
I don't mind.
But you're jumping.
that.
You're
Wow.
jumping You're just jumping San Francisco to make sure that happens.
Ooh.
Like I'm just not sold on that.
for
Listen,
Houston.
listen to this trade package. Bills send 26 and 91 to get 28, 63, and 168. They move up from a third to a second.
So you move back 2 spots and you move up 30
Wow,
spots.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
that's-
you add in another fifth.
that's a no-brainer for
So
this late in the draft.
that tells me
So
that
Houston really wants whoever's.
that tells me that Buffalo was not wanting to trade back, and Houston said, "No, we want your guy." So that's probably going to
'Cause
be
who is
Kaden
it?
McDonald.
Who's it? You think they have to jump?
Oh,
Caden
no.
McDonald. Give me some Caden McDonald.
Peter Woods.
Yeah, it'll probably be Peter Woods. That's been rumored left, right, and center. The Bears pick is in. I got to imagine Rodgers got to be coming out to the podium here soon. Gosh, I've had Sam's comment up, hanging out up on the screen for a while. Okay, let. Oh gosh, I almost made a really bad joke there too.
The Indiana
Um,
Bears.
Okay, so one final thought. Are we all in agreement on Thieneman here to the Bears? Do we think it's an edge rusher potentially?
I feel like it's Colton Hood.
So
I
you
wouldn't
think
be
a corner.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's a safety, but I'm going to lean corner.
Thieneman feels right.
Brandon Bean did something smart. It sounds like he did for once.
For once,
Outside of drafting Josh Allen.
until he takes
I was gonna say.
Denzel Boston
And here's Goodell strutting up to the podium here for the Bears' 25th selection.
or Houston's trading up for Jadarian Price.
With the 25th pick in the 2026 NFL draft, the Chicago Bears select Dylan Thieneman.
And there's Thieneman off the board. Yeah,
Yep.
this is a phenomenal pick. Again, Ty, like you said, you're going to be hard pressed to find a pick that I'm not like, you know what? I understand it. I get it. I might have to stretch a little bit to get to my top 5 worst picks in round 1 at this rate. Maybe Houston can do something that makes me scratch my head a little bit, but yeah, the Bears needing to fill another hole at safety. They get a rangy Dylan Thieneman, another high IQ guy. This is a great pick.
This is what the Vikings should have done at 18.
It 100% is. Why are we taking Caleb Banks? What could have been this? Can I just say that the dude is just radiating aura right now?
Yep. And the Vikings are apparently allergic to it.
Look at that
so-
range, man. That's a center fielder. I'm sad all over again.
It's not just the fact that we passed up on it, it's that he's going to the Bears now. So we have to see it twice a year.
Freaking see him in division. God, Vikings are stupid.
Oh man.
Vikings are stupid.
I think Rob Brzezinski literally just
He
put
do-
to fire his chance at a GM.
Trevor's in the chat over on YouTube. How you doing, man?
What's
It's been a while
up?
since we've seen Trevor in the chat.
Yes, sir.
It's also been a while since we've been live too. So
I was gonna
Trevor,
say,
appreciate
been a while
you.
since we've had a chat.
It's been since the regular season. We haven't gone live since the regular season. So Trevor, good to see you, man. White boy swag. I mean, man oozes it. Should have been a Minnesota Viking.
It's a bummer.
Should have been a Minnesota Viking.
Miami and San Francisco trade as well here.
Oh, fascinating. Miami coming up.
So they're jumping Buffalo. Does that mean they want a wide receiver?
Sam, you're welcome
Omar
for
Cooper Jr.
You're welcome for Thieneman, Sam. You're very welcome. I'm going to acknowledge that here.
Right? Would that be
Omar
the
Cooper.
would that be the assumption though? You're jumping Buffalo because you want to take the wide receiver from them?
What is Trevor asking?
Oh, look at there. Look at that NFL comparison. Thieneman to Harrison Smith.
Am I plastered? Is that what he said?
Good boys, I gotta ask, is Ty plastered?
Am I plastered? What?
No.
What? Where'd you come up with that?
Ty's had like a one drink.
I'll say, I think Cam and I are leading the pack tonight.
Yes,
Think-
I'm
think
playing
Cam and I
catch-up
are
right
three deep.
now.
Ty's nursing him.
Yeah. No,
I
I'm-
got tomorrow off, so
No, I'm just depressed. That's all.
Just
Ty
sad.
looks drunk.
Wow.
Would drive a man would drive a man to
Yeah, take the kill. Make that 18 would do that.
I just when I thought back to the comment we got him cambered on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
That's if it's
Did you
medicinal.
still, is that still up there? Do you
Yeah.
still have it?
I think it is. Can I put it on the screen for the
Please.
people?
You can call me drunk all you want, but it will never beat that.
It'll
It will
never
never
be-
beat that.
It'll never be this. Dude, the Vikings hat sounds drunk. It's a medical condition, and I apologize. But the slurring of words is distracting.
Oh man.
No, the worst part about that entire thing is I turn to my wife and I go, "This guy said I slur my words," and she goes, "Yeah, sometimes." And I was like, "What?" She's a speech language pathologist. And I go, "You're a speech language pathologist. You never told me." She goes, "It's better not to tell you because then you're self-conscious about it." I was like, "Are you kidding me?
Ma'am, I do. a
Are you
podcast.
kidding me?"
Oh, man, pick is it for the Texans. The chat's loving this. Chat's loving that.
Unbelievable.
Not drunk.
See,
guys.
Now they're all gonna think that I'm drunk. 'Cause you're gonna be like, "Oh, he
I,
does slur his words." I'm gonna point that out in every video now. San Francisco gives up. Dolphins give up 30 and 90 to get 27 and 138. They move up from a fourth to a third. San Francisco does to go back 3 spots.
Interesting.
I know. I feel like we're getting bigger trades in the back.
here's Goodell at the podium with the Texans pick. We didn't even get a chance to predict it. Tackle, Lomu.
The Houston Texans select Keelan Rutledge.
Oh, we did get Keelan Rutledge in the first round.
Whoa.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. All right. This is gonna make my worst picks video, even though I don't mind it. The reality is that
Oh no, just hold out. Just hold out, buddy.
well, okay, well, hold out. Well, say more.
Um,
I don't mind the pick of Keelan Rutledge. I'm just saying I got Pasantis and Pregnon higher. That's it. I had Keelan Rutledge more of a late second, mid to late second round guy rather than late first round.
it's Darian Price goes first round. That's got to make it right.
Potentially,
Because
Yeah.
because I'm
potentially.
I'm assuming that you're going to include the Jeremiah Love pick.
I'm undecided. I'll be interested to hear the community's thoughts after the draft on that.
That one, because again, the premise of the video is who he said. I mean, who misused their pick the most.
Right, which it's fair to say this isn't malpractice. That pick wasn't malpractice from Houston in any capacity, because they do have holes at guard. They need to get better at guard, and Keelan Rutledge will do a lot of the dirty work for you on the inside. But again, I thought he was more of a late second round guy than he was a late first round guy. That's it.
Yeah,
I like Basantis and Bregnon better.
I think it's fair to say you could put Rutledge and Love in the same tier of like bad decisions.
Yeah, tied for fifth. Simply just like not bad football decisions, but bad like cost benefit decisions. Maybe that's a difference in opinion. That's maybe how I would frame those two. So I don't know. Yeah, I could see Keelan Rutledge definitely helping out this team, but man, I thought it would be Basantis for sure ahead of Rutledge. I'm not surprised that we got another guard in round one. But okay, so here's the other thing. You got to trade up to get Rutledge?
Yeah,
you got to trade up to get him?
Well, and not just
that's
trade
the other
up,
thing
but
that's throwing me for a loop.
I mean, that's giving up your late second.
You're giving up your late second, right? When you could have traded up into the second to hopefully get Keelan Rutledge.
I mean, you already had an early second round pick.
So unless if you're thinking, who's behind you then? Miami already took their offensive lineman. You got San Francisco. I don't think they were going to go guard.
No.
I think they would go tackle before they go guard.
Buffalo, maybe New England.
New England again. More of a tackle need.
So like,
well, I guess maybe not a tackle. You got Will Campbell and Mark Moses, but
I mean, it's you gotta sweat out Vegas, right? You
yeah,
gotta sweat out the Jets.
So, man, fascinating.
I think
I'm trying to get the graphics updated here on YouTube for the people. I can't stop talking.
I wonder if maybe the move instead of trading up from 28 would have been trading up from 35 or 36 or whatever it is.
Well, so that's what I mean. They also have an early second round pick.
Right. Use that pick to trade up from.
Right. Exactly. That's the one you used with Seattle.
Who knows? Who knows what I mean, they might be looking edge rusher early second then, saying, man, I don't know if we're going to be able to get an offensive lineman that we truly like enough for an early second, or we like the edges in an early day two, which is very, very possible. What is this?
Yeah, the trade package is just what I think baffles me the most. Is you had to give that up to go up 2 spots to secure Keelan Rutledge, who again, philosophy wise, I don't disagree with the selection. It's he gave up assets to do that, and I think he probably still would have been there for you at 28.
Yep.
That's what it comes down to for me.
So moving forward, right? We're at pick 27. We have 6 picks left. Some notable names.
You do, Bob. Sorry, just a comment I threw up on the screen. I just wanted to acknowledge that.
Some notable names. Omar Cooper Jr. still available.
Miami's on the clock. Yep.
Denzel Boston.
This is probably, oh man, is it a wide receiver pick though? Miami
has to be.
Dolphins fans hate me every time.
Colton Hood, EMW, EM Dubs,
Emmanuel McNeil Warren.
Which again, he is projected to fall out. McCoy is projected to fall out, but this pick has to be a receiver.
I would agree with you.
Has to.
I would agree with you, but
like Omar Cooper Jr. is.
This is it'd be a great pick.
Spot.
Yes. Oh, I 100% agree.
I shouldn't say perfect. In terms of, hey, a team desperately needs just a line drive, for a double kind of wide receiver. That's Omar Cooper Jr.
Here comes Goodell to the podium. I see a lot of people over on TikTok talking about if we like the Bears pick. Yes, we love the Bears pick because Thieneman should have been a Viking, and we're all Vikings fans. Here's Goodell. Oh, so you go corner here. I like it.
Don't mind
another one where I'm like, do the Dolphins have need at edge in the trenches? Yeah, they absolutely do. Do they have need at corner? Do they have a great cornerback coach in Jeff Hafley? Yeah, they do. Is Chris Johnson debatably the second best corner in this draft by the time you factor in all the McCoy injury pieces? It's definitely possible. As Ty's TikTok mic is dead here. Here's what I like about Chris Johnson. Another just super high IQ DB. And Jeff Hafley is going to love that in his system. I think for sure they needed to come out of one of their first 3 picks with a corner. Why wait and chance it in the second round when some of these edge guys are falling that you're not going to mind taking in the early second round? So I like it. Claim your stake on a guy that you love. He was lockdown,
In
zone specifically, which I can appreciate, and I'm sure Jeff Halfley doesn't mind either.
Yeah, and where does Miami pick? They picked 43.
Yep,
that's got to be a receiver pick, probably,
most likely. New England trading up here.
Wow, Buffalo double trade back.
Trade back with New England.
That's
wow.
what Buffalo did that a couple years ago.
They
or was
did.
it Jacksonville that did a double trade down?
I don't remember now, but the Patriots are trading up. This is a fascinating one. So are the Patriots. So I've noticed in a few other mocks, corner has been a topic for the Patriots. Oh, do they want wide receiver though?
I wonder if
This
this
is an Omar
Colton
Cooper?
Hood, though.
This could be Colton Hood too.
Call of a lifetime.
They got still some good edge rushers on the board. If they like Keldrick Falk enough, be a Keldrick Falk pick. I'm not the biggest Keldrick Falk guy, but there's been enough round 1 buzz. Zion Young, there's been some round 1 buzz.
Is this the Traden Stukes pick?
Oh no. We're trading up for Traden Stukes. If we're trading, oh my god. Another one. I like Traden Stukes. First round though, I'm good. I'm good on not quite first round for Traden Stukes.
No.
Oh man, and the pick's already in. I can't even update the graphics or anything. Man, this draft we are going to be done in 3 hours. Here's the Patriots, pick 28. Roger Goodell strutting to the podium. Oh man, I don't know who this could be. Okay, so they go up and get an intro. Okay, so this is fascinating. I don't.
Campbell in the guard.
So that was my first thought. Are they kicking Campbell into guard? I understand you need a long-term you need a long-term replacement for Morgan Moses. I get that.
But he's not a right tackle.
No, he's not. He primarily played left tackle at Utah. Or so that you have to ask, is Will Campbell kicking into guard next year?
Wow.
You have to ask it. Wow.
Because I don't think
I don't hate the idea of tackle for Patriots, but I thought it would be someone who they could kick into guard and keep Campbell out of tackle.
Right.
Lomu isn't exactly a guy who I'm looking to kick into guard.
No. Wow, that is.
That's we're showing our cards how we actually feel about Will Campbell. I feel like.
Jeez, I know that it wasn't good. It wasn't great in the Super Bowl with him, but like, geez, that is. Again, I'm not going to sit here and say that you're lighting a pick on fire with 4 last year with Will Campbell, but like, wow, you wonder if New England wishes they could go back and do that one over again now at this point.
Do you think they would feel the same way though if they didn't just make a Super Bowl run? Because if they say, "Oh, we still have time to develop," the team wasn't that great anyways. They recognize the potential for this team now.
I mean, it could also be too. You look at it as, well, we do want a guard here. We think Lomu's better than any guard we can get, and we think Will Campbell's superior, would be a better guard than a guard we can get too. From that aspect, it does make sense. Of
did Roger say offensive tackle, or do you say offensive lineman?
Someone could fact check us in the chat.
All the insiders are saying offensive tackle.
Okay, all of them are saying offensive tackle. I don't want to speak with confidence. I could force myself to remember linemen, but I truthfully don't remember. And I'm just out here updating everything, so don't mind me. So now, if we're not going silent, this is taking a little bit to digest here.
This one is, I mean, if you look at depth charts right now for the Patriots, They're putting Lomu over at right tackle, which, sure, just doesn't. I don't know. That one's slightly confusing, but at the same time, it's not, because you're like, it's an offensive lineman, and New England could use those.
Yeah. Gotta wonder where Vrabel's head is at with that one.
He's got bigger issues. He's got bigger fish to fry right now. He's got bigger fish to fry. But before we get too far down that rabbit hole, I want to make sure we.
You think he's going to talk about it on Saturday?
No,
with
stop.
his...
Trevor's wondering over on YouTube. I'm going to pivot us off of this as fast as I can. So Trevor came in late. Get a sum up from each of us about our opinion about the Chiefs trade and their first pick at 6. Gosh, Trevor, I'm not showing you other comments, man. Yeah, quick thought on the Chiefs trade up and Mansour Delane at 6 earlier. We were all fans of it, right? No guarantees in the top half of the draft who was actually going to fall to you. When you got Washington, who reportedly like Mansour Delane, when you got the Saints, who reportedly like Mansour Delane, no risk in chancing it.
Look who's next on the clock.
No.
The New York Jets are at pick 30.
No.
Carson Beck. Carson Beck.
Omar Cooper.
That's what I think it is. I think it's a wide
No,
receiver pick.
Carson Beck.
So San Francisco traded out of the first round entirely. Double trade back for them as well.
Interesting.
So, okay, anyways, Mansour Delane. We were all fans of the pick. Love Mansour Delane to the Chiefs. Steve Spagnuolo is going to absolutely love working with him. The fact that you only gave up a 3 and a 5 to move up that handful of spots, you don't give up a 29 in the process, or 40. Wonderful. You get a lockdown corner for years to come. I was a huge fan of the pick. And the trade up, could he have been available there at 9? Sure, but don't chance it. Just go get your guy that early.
Yeah, I think that's something, especially this draft, we're noticing is teams just aren't chancing it with the players that they want.
Except for 18 of the
Seriously.
Vikings.
Except for the Vikings.
No. They clearly didn't chance it, right? They could have waited. They said, no, we're not going to chance it. So, yeah, I mean, they got who they deemed was the best corner in the draft by a lot. And I don't blame them for that. You get your Trent McDuffie replacement. And so, I don't hate it at all.
Yeah, don't hate it at all.
I guess, or
honestly, Delane,
would he be the Jalen Watson replacement technically?
Rodgers doing his darndest to get this thing done in 3 hours, man. Do whatever the NFL's doing tonight for production to get this thing done in 3 hours. I applaud you. Here's Roger with the Chiefs pick. Oh, okay. Okay.
whose wedding are they at? What? In the what?
He's marrying his new team.
Is this an insane
White out for Peter Woods' selection. White out.
Is this like an NSYNC music video or something? Or like,
man,
sorry, TikTok. I just completely slammed my mic right into my chest. Sorry about that.
Sorry about it.
Whose wedding are they at, brother?
I like this.
I don't know if I would say like this. I'm fascinated by this.
Fascinated is the best word to use, because
I
get why, but at the same time, I'm like, you needed more on the outside, which taking Peter Woods,
edge. Yes. Yeah.
So taking Peter Woods, this might allow you to put Chris Jones on the outside more often.
So that's yes. The Patriots taking Caleb Lomu, does that say something about Will Campbell? I had the same thought here. What is this saying about Chris Jones?
Jones.
And Chris Jones is aging.
He did not look like the Chris Jones of old last year.
And I'm not saying the Chiefs are throwing in the towel on Chris Jones. I'm just saying these teams are starting to communicate things with their draft picks about how they feel. Man, you're right. That one woman who was dressed in basically a wedding ball gown behind him.
Just
that came fresh off a wedding.
I mean, does this give you kind of though Mesidor going to Chargers vibes with Khalil Mack, right? You're learning behind Chris Jones.
Yeah,
now.
which is possible.
My guess.
Which is
Guy for
possible.
the future, right? Especially, I mean, Woods,
What-
you can move a little inside outside.
Man.
Nice. That explains a lot. You can move inside outside a little bit, just like Chris Jones, kind of move him around the formation, right? Try to get him under that tutelage a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously,
Dude on the left is so gone. Sorry. He was just like,
it is wild that we have fans from teams who are not drafting tonight at the draft.
yeah, that feels.
You're a
weird.
Bengals fan or a Packer
That-
fan.
Yeah, it feels a bit.
At least if you're a Bengals fan, it happened last second. So, right? You were thinking it was Packers fans.
Yeah,
you've
it's tough getting a refund on any of your flights, your
Packers fans you've known
draft
for a
day
year.
ticket. Yeah, that's true. All right, here we go. The Jets pick is in. Yeah, I'm
Eli Stowers.
curious. I'm curious who this is.
Boston.
Eli Stowers.
Oh god, he's double tight end. Yeah, who is it here? I do think it's a wide receiver, Omar Cooper.
Colton Hood.
Let's hear. It could be a corner too. Let's hear from Goodell.
The New York Jets select Omar Cooper.
There it is. They can wait till 30 to get Omar Cooper. I love this pick for the Jets. Sit, be patient, strike when the iron's hot. You only got to move up 3 spots to get a compliment to Garrett Wilson. You get underneath help for Geno Smith this year, whoever your future franchise quarterback is going to be next year. I like it because there's a lot of talk of him at 16 and they get him at 30.
So do I get any points because I had Omar Cooper Jr. going 30 just
Yes.
to Miami?
No, because it's player in the first round and team.
I had him going 16 to the Jets, baby.
That's what's up. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
I didn't have that, but
Is it-
I had him at 16 to the Commanders.
This is like the fourth player I've gotten to the right team in the wrong spot.
So Cam's cooking tonight. Cam might win 2 years in a row in our mock draft contest. We have not been keeping tally because we're running a 3-man show this year. I'm running graphics. I'm
You'll
I'm
know
running the ticker on the bottom. I can't keep track of all the things that are happening tonight.
you'll know who won in the next podcast.
Yes, you
episode.
will. We will make sure to tout it at the top of the episode. The Buffalo Bills are on the clock here.
McPounder.
This could be Caden McDonald here. I had him going to Buffalo at 26 when they were still selected to pick there, or still slotted to
So-
pick there. Excuse me.
Can I just say this then?
Peter Woods off the board. Yeah, it could be McDonald here.
If this
Get a
is
run stuffer. Golly, this team needs run help.
if this is Caden McDonald, in the weirdest way, this makes Minnesota's pick of Caleb Banks
It saves it marginally.
marginally
better. It makes it look marginally
Whoa,
better.
Tennessee on the clock.
Oh,
a
Tennessee.
triple
a
trade
triple
back.
trade back from Buffalo.
Holy cow.
Wow. So Tennessee. Okay. So this is fascinating because who's on the board that Tennessee wants after Carnell Tate at?
You going
5?
Denzel Boston, double it
No,
up?
I'll double up. Darian Price.
Oh, is it?
No.
No.
Emmanuel McNeil Warren, Colton Hood.
Don't say Stukes.
No, I don't know. That's not a solid type.
I would agree, but the Stukes buzz has been annoying. I said 5th overall. I meant 4th overall for Tennessee.
I feel like this is oof, I don't know.
Did
I
we
don't have a good gauge on who this is because the top offensive tackles are off the board.
with Basanis?
Right. I was going to say you might be thinking this is Chase Bisonsis at this point.
I don't know if we said it, but Jets traded
Oh no, we did not give the comp.
33 and 179 for 30.
33 and 179.
So that would just be 33 and a fifth,
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
late fifth.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Did we get
Have not seen that one come in for this next new trade.
the Titans comp.
Nope.
what was the Patriots trade?
Oh yeah, we didn't get that either.
That one was I
It was
haven't
for 30 and
I haven't seen that one.
so Buffalo went from 26. Let's see. So Buffalo right now, they were at 26. They acquired 63 168. Then at 28, they traded back with
Mhm.
New England to go back to 31 and whatever pick came with that. Then they got something on top of
Tennessee wants one of these edge rushers.
which one?
Let's see.
Well,
Or Mason Thomas.
I don't know which one, but they want one of these edge rushers. That's my bet. That's my bet is that Robert Saleh has this fascination with one of these edge rushers, and he's got to have them.
So it was.
That's my thought.
Pat sent 131 or sent 31 and 125 for 28.
Oh, dang. Okay.
And then after this, I'll tell you.
Yeah, here's Goodell with the Titans selection at 31. $320,000? Three. Did you hear that? 320,000 people?
No.
What?
They just counted the entire city.
One of the edge rushers.
Yeah.
One of the edge rushers. I wondered if it was going to be Keldrick Falk. So, okay, first and foremost, we get 320,000. There is no way. 320,000 people.
I'm pretty sure the NFL hired the WWE attendance counter.
320,000.
No. No way.
Oh man. Yes, one of the edge rushers. Samuel named it in the chat. Robert looks happy. Definitely defense. Yeah, good call. We just texted our source on the ground in Pittsburgh. Producer Jackson is there this year. He is a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. If you've tuned into our lives in the past, he's a huge Steelers fan. He's there for the draft tonight. Yeah, Keldrick Falk for Tennessee here. Robert Saleh had his fascination. Watch him develop this kid into a really, really, really solid edge for this team. Still has some things to work on, right? But the upside for Falk is to be the second best pure, or the third best pure edge in this class after David Bailey and Ruben Bain. The floor is he's might not smooth out some of those rough edges, and he's maybe the fifth or sixth best guy in this class. So I like the shot here. If anyone I believe to develop Keldrick Falk, it's going to be Robert Saleh.
Yeah, I mean, they only got holes both sides of the ball. So, Jackson says he thinks they're including the entire draft rounds, not just inside that like theater that you're seeing there.
Oh, right.
So
Detroit looked more packed than Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Where that was last year. No,
2 years ago.
2 years ago. Where was last year? Green Bay.
Yeah. I mean, you can't fault the pick here though. Right?
No, not at all.
You know you have a hole, and might as well go get your guy, trade up a couple picks.
205,000 were at night one last year.
Crazy.
So okay, so 320 might make sense. 320 might make sense. That number just like blew my mind. That's crazy.
Ty's trying to
figure out what exactly.
Oh, hold on. Did you see that from Jackson come in?
Rappaport tweeted that the Steelers were on the phone with Lemon when the Eagles traded up to take him. Crazy work by Howie Roseman.
Howie Roseman, you, absolute.
Howie must have had the live feed into Lemon's draft.
into the green room.
And he saw him pick up the phone and was like,
nope, not on my watch.
So they traded 28 for 31 and
Yep.
128.
Yep.
Weird. It says that 128, or was it 126? No.
You're just checking the trade value chart over there. Is that what you're doing?
Because 128 says it's Detroit.
I can look again.
Might have been a simple typo.
Because 125 was New England.
I gotta imagine Seattle is wheeling and dealing on the phone right now. They gotta find someone to trade back with, but I don't know who the heck that team's gonna be. Everyone else is trading back. They missed their opportunity to trade back. Unless if you're like Vegas and you want to come up and get Fernando Mendoza, your wide receiver 1. But I don't know. Is San Francisco, Arizona, Buffalo looking to grab? Maybe.
Seattle taking Colton Hood.
But yeah, if you're Seattle, you're also looking at the corners available here, and you got to be pleased. So I got to imagine this is a corner selection. I have Colton Hood here to Seattle.
I mean, Jamal McCoy makes sense here too. If you want to redshirt him,
Yeah. Oh, totally. Totally. Yeah, McCoy is definitely the other option here.
125, 31, 125.
so
Ty is mapping out Buffalo's haul after trading back 3 times and what they actually turned into, because they moved back essentially from 26 to 35. So now it's just what else did
The
you
pick
get?
is in for Seattle. Wow.
Is this
Colton Hood.
Jadarian Price?
I think it's Colton Hood. I find it hard to believe Colton Hood slides out of the first round. But Seattle's got to be upset. Yeah, they're dapping each other up, but that doesn't look like a front office that's thrilled either at the same time. Rodgers committed to getting this done in 3 hours. It's only 10:02 right now. We got the entire first round in. This is one of the fastest first rounds in memory yet. One of the most twisted and turvy first rounds. Here we go. Look at Rodgers strutting up to the podium here.
what was 31 or that Tennessee Houston trade?
Yep. What do you want from it?
66 is Tennessee, the 69 is Houston pick.
Who's coming out with Roger? He's dressed nice. Nice navy suit. The clean white shirt. Roger, why are you calming the kid down? All right, who do we got here, Roger? Drum roll indeed, Alpha. Drum roll indeed. I'm curious to see who this is. We'll get to this in a moment, Samuel.
He's going to give us some energy.
Yeah, he is. He's ready. Let's go. Let's go. Two time. That's right. Tell him.
The awkward.
Yeah.
And a chance to take part in one of the most exciting moments in our league. Dylan, when you're ready, stage is yours.
Corner. I said out the mic. Let's go.
I'm so excited to be here to represent this one. Oh.
Look at Goodell's face. He's like, oh my gosh.
The sound people in the back are just like working the boards. Oh! He does go round one. Wow, he does go round one. Wow. Okay.
So are they going to run on kickoffs? They're going to have Price and Shaheed back there and run 2?
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's going to be brutal on special teams.
Oh, my gosh. I have mixed feelings about this pick because I understand why Seattle did it. Are you confident he's going to be better than Ken Walker, though?
No, but this is just, I mean, you don't have to pay him, though, right?
No, you don't. I get the philosophy.
This feels cocky to me. This feels, we don't have holes.
Seattle,
we don't have holes.
Seattle said, pull him out. Let's measure him. Yep. That's exactly what they said.
Oh,
that's exactly what they just said. Let's do it. We'll measure him.
I love it, though. This is where I wanted him to go, so I'm happy about it.
Wow. Okay. Well, because we're done quite literally an hour and a half earlier than we are most years, that's the fastest round one in recent memory. Yet the one of the most memorable round ones in recent memory. The double trade backs. Ty's like trying to frantically keep up with trades over there. I'm trying to keep up with the ticker.
No Carson Beck.
Let's do it. We got some time. We got some time for a recap. Alpha, thanks for tuning in, man. Cheers to you. Thanks for the super chat earlier as well. We appreciate you. This has been so much fun. We're going to do a little bit of draft recap here before we sign off here too. So I'm sure there's a lot of people who are going to tune in looking for post shows, and we'll hang around. We'll chat for a little bit here. We got a little bit of extra time. Cameron and I's wives are hanging out tonight, so we don't have to be home at any specific time. Hopefully they don't watch back the live stream and it's Cam
turn on the Wolves game.
Oh, that's what Cam's doing right now. I'm like, what is Cam doing right now? Let's do it. We got a question here from Samuel. What was the best and worst pick of the first round so far?
Best?
I should say so far. What would we say?
Back.
What would we say were the best picks of the first round so far?
I got it for us.
Ty's got the order here. And we see those of you.
Oh, no, TikTok.
Oh, we see those of you on TikTok as well. Oh, we're good. We're still here.
Oh, is my phone just hot? Oh, it's hot.
Your phone's just hot.
It's just hot.
Yeah.
Your phone's just hot.
TikTok, we only got you for a little bit. So
yeah, we only got
around.
TikTok for a little bit. If you want to jump over to the red app or the blue F app or over to X as well, we'll hang out with y'all a little bit there too. But what do we think here? Best picks of the first round.
Best pick of the first round. Can I be picky and ask define favorite?
Personal.
Personal.
Let's not overthink it. Like
Arvell Reese is hard to argue with.
Arvell Reese at 5 to the Giants is hard to argue with. I would agree with that.
Hard to argue that.
Ruben Bain at 15 is a tough one to argue.
I think I would lean Bain.
Yeah. Ruben Bain at 15 is on. Yes.
Thieneman at 25, I liked a lot.
Yep.
I might be setting myself up here. I might say Lemon to the Eagles at 20.
That's another good one to mention. That's another really, really good one to mention. Let's settle. Let's each pick. Let's settle on top three. Because I do think Ruben Bain and Mekhi Lemon have to be up there just in terms of value and fit for the team. I don't hate Caleb Downs at 11 to Dallas either.
Yeah, no,
that's another really good one. I'm looking at the problem is you're going to get Dylan Thieneman to the Bears at 25. I think is another really good one.
Cleveland's got to have one of the best drafts so far.
Concepcion and Fano.
Yeah, because you get Fano after the move down too. So right, you add a third or fifth.
Yeah, so you pick up some capital. Yep.
And then you get your,
Yep.
Like I thought, they got what I thought was the best wide receiver on the board and the best tackle on the board at both times. So
sure.
The head scratching ones are easy, but
the head scratching ones are easy. We could talk about our least favorite picks here. Interesting. Bob says Minnesota, KC, and Rams were the worst picks. I'm with you on Minnesota and the Rams. I think Ty Simpson is up there for one of the worst picks for me. Again, I don't know if it's the absolute worst, but Caleb Banks at 18, not being willing to trade back. Peter Woods being the only other defensive tackle to go in the first round at pick, 29 at that?
Yeah.
Ty is not even paying attention.
Well,
he's locked into the Wolves right now.
Because
we have people on the respect the people.
I will. Okay.
Respect the people.
My top 3 best picks for tonight. I would say Reese at 5. I would put Lemon at 20. And maybe a sneaky one for me. Just because it gets the football juices going a little bit. It's Blake Miller to the Lions.
Yes, sneaky. If I got to choose the quietly the best picks, like not the loud and proud ones, but like quietly, this is gonna end up being a really good pick. Yeah. It's Blake Miller to the Lions. I 100% agree with that one.
Tate, I'll give Tate to the Titans as my honorable mention.
That's my favorite pick. I think. I'd say it's the best, but that's my
favorite pick. Favorite pick. I agree. Mostly because that was a lovingly good surprise.
Yeah,
a lovingly good surprise.
I'll give my top 2 worst. It's Banks and Sadiq. Obviously 18 makes the most sense. I can't. If you wanted, how do I say this? If you wanted a slot presence, if you wanted someone to feast out of the slot. I get the mismatch that Sadiq could present, but there is a literal demon that plays out of the slot in Mekhi Lemon.
Yep.
So either you aren't going to use Sadiq as your kind of big slot guy, and you are going to try to go Mason Taylor and Kenyon Sadiq, which I get to a certain extent, but I also think, well, if your regime is so high on AD Mitchell to be one of your top 3 guys with Garrett Wilson, doesn't Mekhi Lemon just complete the trifecta that way then too, right? Like, I think and maybe this is also just because I've got my Mason Taylor tinted glasses on here.
Oh, it's not even Mason Taylor tinted glass. I just didn't like Kenny and Sadiq there. If you're gonna take a pass catcher there,
To then trade back in for Omar
to trade
Cooper
back
Jr.
in for Omar Cooper, it makes the pick make less sense. I get if you're like, well, we didn't think he'd be here. Sure, but why'd you take Sadiq at 16 then? And I get you get a really, really, really intriguing group of pass catchers, 2 of them on rookie deals with Sadiq and Omar Cooper. I get that perspective, but
And Mason Taylor.
hey, but you got right. You did it last year. I get it's a semi-new regime.
Well, in think about this too. They didn't take, I mean, besides David Bailey, they didn't take a corner. They didn't take, like, that was the only defensive pick. So if you were forced, when I say forced to take Sadiq, it was only you took Sadiq because you didn't like any of the defensive players there, even though you had some defensive players you rated highly enough.
Right.
Trade down. If you could have, trade down.
Which, look at all these teams that wanted to trade down at the end of the first round. Look at all the teams that did. And look at some of the capital Buffalo got. I just little to no sense. Austin over on TikTok. How do you feel about the grandpa the Chargers drafted? That's all people want to talk about with the Akeem Messidor, man.
He's too old.
And I kind of don't care because he's only been playing edge for 2 years. I get he's 25 coming out. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but dang it, he's going to be a phenomenal edge rusher in the NFL, especially if he gets to learn a bit behind Khalil Mack too.
Yeah, he'll be an impact in year 1. That's for sure.
I'm going ahead and I'm going to update the banner here too. What were some of the other notable things? Samuel, a lot of good pass catchers, but who is throwing? Carson Beck. Geno Smith is right now.
Yeah.
But it might end up being Carson Beck. Holy cow, the Wolves are putting a beat down on the Nuggets.
So the Jets and Browns, your hope is with those guys that we are going to have 2 bad teams this year who are going to be selecting high draft picks in a good rookie quarterback class next season. Right. That's the hope with both of them. So
That's Scott Foster.
this Tyler.
Sorry, I'm just
Tyler is locked in to the Wolves blowing out the Nuggets. But
I might need to ask you to get off the stream if you're not going to respect the people's
okay,
time.
relax.
But I completely lost my train of thought. I have no idea. Oh yeah, the Jets. Yeah, it's both of them are. You're gonna have to take it like redraft. Obviously, it's not gonna be great. Like I'm not investing in redraft, but from Dynasty, you're probably, if you're looking 2 to 3 years, that's kind of where you're looking, right? It's a longer term pick. It's hey, I'm gonna have to kind of sit on this guy for this year just because they're not gonna have the quarterback. Hopefully next season, and right? It's a hopefully for a bad organization, which is scary enough. So. That's another way to look at it.
Yeah. Another question over on TikTok from Sean. So, did the Giants win the draft of the first round? Francis Mauigoa and Arvell Reese. I mean, they got to be one of the favorites. 2 guys who we thought had every right to go within potentially even the top 5 of this draft. You get one at 5, you get the other at 10. Rumors of Mauigoa eventually, being the pick at 5 because nobody thought Arvell Reese would be there. So, Cameron, you mentioned it at the top when we talked about the best picks. Really hard to argue with Arvell Reese at 5. You can never have enough pass rushers. You could play him at linebacker too if you just want to straight up play him at linebacker this year. Yeah. I mean, they got to be one of the favorites of one of the best first rounds thus far, and not just because they got 2 first round picks, but because Arvell Reese got to them at 5. And you still got debatably the best offensive lineman in this class in Francis Mauigoa.
which is saying something that you didn't have. Hey, there we are. What happened?
Alpha, I'm not effing leaving. No, you're not. Even with the blackout, we're back.
And we're back again. So you walk again for the third time. Best defensive player, best offensive lineman. You have to be the number one winner so far of the draft.
Number one winner.
Yeah, I would say so. Who else? Because
Yeah.
tell me who else. Like,
Yeah,
there's-
well, I mean, they have a little bit of advantage because they're stacking 2 players inside of the top
Sure.
10. They get a little bit of a buff there. I understand that. I'm looking at a team, man, like the Eagles just getting Mekhi Lemon to fall right into their lap. I don't hate Malachi Lawrence and Caleb Downs either for Dallas. Again, another 2 first-round picks. I get that. He's out. He's out of juice.
again.
He's out of juice on the mic. We're trying to keep you consistent over on TikTok here. It just depends on like how you stack value versus picks. But again, tough to debate with 2 top 10 picks. You turn it into Reese and Mauanoa. That's pretty.
Yeah, like it.
That's
I mean,
pretty. That's you can't argue that. You're probably right. They have won the first round.
it's hard. It's hard. Well, I need to be careful when I say this because I was about to say like it's hard to mess up 2 top 10 picks.
Yeah.
Coming from Wolves fans.
Coming from a Minnesota Vikings fan who
Yeah.
has screwed up. Can I be honest? I don't know if we've had a good pick since Adams. Nope, that's false. We had Dallas Turner. Last 2 years.
Turner, Addison.
Last 2 years, I've hated our first round picks. And nothing against Donovan Jackson. He's a fine player. Going to make a fine guard for us. But just seeing the packages that
Yeah.
the Giants used to trade up to get Jackson Dart, Falcons giving up a first round pick this year. It's just tough to justify Donovan Jackson when those were the deals afterwards. So
Yep.
I've hated both of these picks the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Sorry, not to get back on the Vikings train, but to further affirm, there is a way to screw up 2 top 10 picks. Just give them to the Minnesota Vikings. We'll find a way to do it.
Yeah.
Bucks got to be a winner for me.
Yeah. Yes.
Bucks are another one.
They get the like best value
Mhm.
pick of the
Oh
draft.
gosh, right in their lap too. Prime trade back team. I'm sure the Steelers were so bummed to see Ruben Bain fall that far
Yeah.
because I'm sure they were ready to call up, and instead of settling on Max Ionichor, they were probably ready to call up for a Monroe Freeling,
Blake Miller even.
Blake Miller, even right. Instead, I don't want to say settle on Ionichor, but I'm guessing he was
just the
plan
last
C.
one. Yeah, well, it was
I
the
guess he was
last one
plan
left.
C. Yeah, like you had Lomu, but again,
Nah.
most people had Ionichor ahead of Lomu in the process.
Yeah.
I will. I'll
Yeah.
admit, I'm not a big
Andres
Caleb
is-
Lomu guy, but
Andres is over on Twitter, on TikTok. Excuse me, wrong T, wrong black square app. Could Dallas get Jacob Rodriguez next round? If they just want to keep hammering defense, I think they totally could.
do they?
They don't have a second,
They
right?
They don't have a second. They don't have a second.
No, they don't have a second.
So no, they won't,
They won't
because Jacob Rodriguez will be a second round pick.
unless they didn't trade at all.
Oh yeah. Samuel
What
wanted
was
Bain.
that trade? Well,
It
there's
was
no way.
Philly.
No, there was no. There was no way they got a second in
Yeah,
that trade.
in either trade to go up to get down.
No,
or to go
right,
down. Right, there was no way.
No. Samuel's a Bears fan. I wanted Bane so bad. That would have been a pipe dream, brother. If Bane wasn't making it out of the top 20. That's for sure. But the last time Giants had 2 top 10 picks, they drafted Kayvon and Evan Neal. A good point. Kayvon Thibodeau and Evan Neal. Evan Neal still kicking.
Who was that? Who was their GM at that time?
Well, get him.
R.I.P.
Yeah. Yeah. So hopefully things have changed since.
Washington might be a winner.
Yeah, I don't mind Sonny Styles to Washington.
Yeah.
But you got nothing. I mean, you got nothing going on now in day 2.
Well, I just mean the first round.
Sure.
Another one over on TikTok. We got, how do you feel about the Bills trading down? Jets first round. Let's talk about the Bills first, because double trade down from the Bills.
Was it triple? No, it was a triple.
Was it a triple?
Yeah.
They were 26, went down to 28, went down to 31, and then 31 to 35.
Yep.
Okay.
Ty's got the breakdown of everything they got.
Triple trade down. Man, so the Bills are just hauling in picks.
So essentially, what Buffalo, they moved 26.
And they could still get Caden McDonald. Oh, brother.
Well, so of all the picks, this is the best way to summarize it. They moved from 26 to 35, obviously. So they're moving back 9 spots. They gave up a early third, a late third, and a mid 5th round pick to get back an early third, an early 4th, a late 4th, and a late 5th.
Oh, man.
So
ammunition up the wazoo day 3.
They got a ton of day 2
and day 2,
like later day 2 picks. So Buffalo trading down, I'm okay with all the moving down. Now you just got to make the most of the picks.
You got to make the most of the picks, right?
You got to make them count at this point.
Hey, you know what? If you're Buffalo, though, I mean, I get trading down. Maybe you did want Peter Woods. It doesn't make it to you there, and you're like, yeah, I know. We'll just keep trading down until we figure out if we actually want the guy or not. It's very reminiscent of, unfortunately, Keon Coleman, where it's like, oh, we'll just trade down. And we'll trade out of the first round. No, it's fine. We'll just keep trading back. But if they do end up with a guy like Caden McDonald still at 35,
which
I love
possible.
getting all those picks and still Caden McDonald at 35 too. So that could be huge.
Think about this. San Francisco picks first at 33 tomorrow. Who did DJ mock to them?
Boston.
And guess who's still available?
Boston.
Arizona's then at 34.
They could use edge help.
They could. So Cassius Howell, TJ Parker, Zion Young, CJ Allen if they want a linebacker.
Jermon McCoy still on the board.
Jermon McCoy. I don't think they are a Caden McDonald team. So yeah,
no, I don't think they are either.
Buffalo, you're sitting there at 35, and Caden McDonald should be there for you.
Yep.
And I don't even hate like Christian Miller.
No, I don't hate that either. No, I don't either.
So I think Buffalo, in a rare case of not making a pick on day 1, they are kind of under the radar winners in the sense of the value of picks that they added and still being able to get the guy that they probably could have gotten at 26 at 35.
Yeah.
We just need to see it happen first before we actually say like, yeah, Buffalo.
CJ Allen could even be there as well, right?
Yep.
Another name that could be. I mean, Buffalo. I don't blame Buffalo for trading back as many times as they did. They got enough defensive holes where accumulating all those extra just bullets to fire off late day 2, early day 3. I think is Brandon Beane's doing something good.
Yeah,
doing something good there
for once,
maybe.
We'll see.
We got to see how the picks convert.
Justin's asking opinion on the Jets round 1. We touched on it a little bit. Arvell Reese, I think we're all okay with.
No,
or not Arvell Reese, David Bailey, excuse me. I was going to make a comment about Arvell Reese being potentially the better fit for what Aaron Glenn wants to do, but tough to screw up David Bailey 2nd overall. You get another speed rusher off the edge, stand up, let him get after the quarterback, double-digit sack guy. Go ahead, cut him loose. Can't go wrong there. The Kenyon Sadiq pick is where it goes off the rails, and then to get Omar Cooper Jr. later, it feels like a conflict of interest when you also have need at corner after trading Sauce Gardner You had Colton Hood there. Was Chris Johnson off the board? Yes, he was. He went the pick before to Miami. So you had Colton Hood there. Shoot. I wouldn't have even hated if they did an Avian Terrell or D'Angelo Pons, who any corner that could fill a need there. But you go 2 pass catchers. I get you're trying to set up a future franchise quarterback for success. I just didn't like the Sadiq pick at 16.
I mean, if you were going to take Omar Cooper, you could have used and assuming you would have traded back into the first again for a third first round pick, Chase Basanis, Emmanuel Pregnon, offensive lineman that you could play. And like a lot of people
I just didn't understand double dipping at pass catcher.
Yeah.
I like the value on Cooper at 30.
Yeah. The value on Cooper is nice. But, and people will say too, well, they signed Dylan Parham from Vegas last year.
A stopgap.
Yeah. You could have taken Basanis. You could have taken Pregnon. I would have felt much better about that offensive line where you have a pass catcher at 16 with Sadiq. You're building up offensive line again after AVT left. I would feel better about that. So they went 2 for 3 in my opinion. Cooper, nice. Bailey, nice.
Sadiq at 16, just a miss for me.
Yeah.
Who are you surprised made it out of the first round from Samuel over on YouTube?
Out?
Like who did not get drafted in round 1? Who are you surprised by? I'll start and I'll say, I'm not surprised Jermont McCoy made it out of round 1. I thought some team might take a shot at, like the Jets, for instance.
Yeah.
I thought the Jets might be a team instead of taking Omar Cooper. They're coming up to take Jermont McCoy. Let him redshirt for a year, sit him, whatever. You can play him then when you get your franchise quarterback next year when he's fully healthy. I understand like the near future didn't seem as concerning. It was more of he may need another surgery on the bone in the future, which is I get that's where he might scare teams off. But I thought Jermont McCoy, someone might take a chance on at the end of round 1. Maybe guys that I really wish were round 1 players. TJ Parker, Emmanuel McNeil-Warren. I think those are 3 guys that maybe I'm not surprised didn't get drafted in round 1, but I'm like, I so wish they were round 1 players.
I think for me, Caden McDonald getting out of the first.
Another one. Yeah. One that I'm not surprised, but I really wish he would have been in round 1.
It is. I think it's more so because of who went in round 1.
Sure.
With Woods and Banks rather than Caden McDonald. Because it felt like, hey, if there was a defensive tackle, because again, leading up to the draft, people were almost planting a flag that there wasn't going to be a defensive tackle in the first round.
Oh, right. I mean, I only had Caden McDonald in the first round in mine.
So he surprised, and Colton Hood surprised me a little bit just because if people weren't going to be in on Jermont McCoy.
Colton Hood's that's the correct answer.
Because of his injuries, like Chris Johnson, and teams weren't going to be in on Avian Terrell. Daniel Jeremiah was on that from like his second mock draft.
Get-go, yeah.
So Colton Hood is then, because we only had 2 corners.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? We only had Chris Johnson, and we only had
Chris Johnson and Delane.
That was it. So
yep.
But even as like surprises, that's not like really surprise like of any guy, right? Because you're like every guy, even Hood was really until the last couple of days. It was okay. He's not going to be in that first round pick, and then it was all of a sudden, he might jump up to 18. McCoy, we saw falling. EMW, we saw falling. Like Denzel Boston was the guy who was.
Boston's another one. That's another name worth shouting.
I wonder though if that's more so because San Francisco traded back.
He felt like he was going to go for sure early on, right? When we got Tate early and then Tyson.
Yeah.
We might get a little run on wide receivers, but then Lemon fell. So I think that kind of counteracted, the run on wide receivers that kind of stopped that. So I think maybe guys that you thought might have gone, but even I don't think there's any that are truly surprising, because I think any of it, you all look at all of them, you're like, we kind of knew they were that fringe guy.
Starting at 18, because I have to include Caleb Banks. All those guys, you could have told me they wouldn't have been drafted in round 1, and I probably would have said, yeah, there's a chance. And that's what we named at the top, right? It was the top half of this draft was pretty known who the top, we'll call them 15 picks were going to be. After that, and I'll say 16 because you got to include Kenny and Sadiq in there. No, he went to Carolina.
Who left him out of the first?
Was that?
Mel?
Yeah, I think it was Mel.
Hmm.
I think it was Mel.
Never mind. Not worth talking
At any
about.
rate, at any
Or was
rate,
it, or was it McShay had?
McShay had Thieneman. At any rate, final departing thought. We'll close out there. Final departing thought for the people on the first round of the NFL draft. We'll get out of here. We'll get people back the rest of the night. I also need to go record a video about the worst picks from round one, and I still need to decide who the worst picks were. Because again, we named it at the top. This draft was filled with a bunch of players that could fill a bunch of needs for the majority of teams in the first round, and we're gonna have to see who reached for who. We got a handful of those guys, but what is like the one thing that you wake up tomorrow morning and you think, I can't believe that happened? And we're going to exclude Caleb Banks from this conversation because we're Minnesota Vikings fans.
Yes.
We're going to wake up thinking that automatically. But after Caleb Banks, who's the next player you think about tomorrow morning? Like, wow, this team did that, or this team drafted that player.
I mean, I'm gonna say Tate just because
Tate's
Tate's the one I'm gonna be like, ooh, that's still Cam. I mean,
Cam's hot and bothered.
yeah, I am, and like that, I will admit that's strictly because I have the 102. So
but
it made my decision very easy.
It
of
felt
where I'm
like
gonna
it
go.
felt like a pipe dream with Robert Saleh at head coach, though, right?
Yep.
It's like look at all these juicy defensive players. It's like, hey, Cardinal Tate's kind of off to the side, like, hey, I'm going to be wide receiver one in this class, and I'm about as smooth and safe of a prospect as they come.
I feel like you have to say Ty Simpson to the Rams. I feel like you have to say that.
Yeah.
Whether you agree with it or not, that has to be in the conversation. I'll throw out kind of a sleeper one, I guess. Just because, again, it doesn't really compute in my brain still. The Caleb Lomu pick for New England.
What it says about Will Campbell?
It's what it says about Will Campbell. Are you really going to try to put Lomu on the right side, which you do have the vet in Morgan Moses to kind of show him the way there? But, like, I wasn't convinced that Lomu was a great left tackle guy. I thought he was a second-round guy. And so for him to go round one and to play on the opposite side of the line, I don't know. Like, and then again, the Will
Opposite
Campbell
side of the line.
right? Because either
You're playing him over Morgan Moses?
no, well, if he's the Morgan Moses replacement,
Sure.
he is playing the other side of the line than what he was playing in college.
I think with some development, it could work. I think you and I might see Lomu a little bit differently.
That might be it. But I think it's just because of what, like, I have no idea what the vision is for Lomu in New England.
Sure.
You could play him at left, but then what does that say about Will Campbell? You could play him on the right, but that's out of his position technically. That's not to say that he can't learn how to play right tackle, but it's just like, in New England, maybe between a rock and a hard place of like, well, we have to go offensive line, which I don't necessarily agree with. But again, I think that one I will wake up tomorrow going, I might think of like a new reason as to like, or a new question that I don't have right now and go, wait, does that still, it doesn't really make sense to me. But again, they're obviously New England took Lomu because there's a vision for him. There is a plan for him. I don't know what that is. That's honestly why I'm on this couch.
Yeah.
I'm not paid to know this. Okay. So that's one that I keep going back to where it just raises enough question marks for me where I'm like, I hope I get insight on it at some point.
I think honestly, the more I'll sleep on it, the more I'm going to be thinking about the Mekhi Lemon
That
Because
was.
it's-
I'm gonna wake up tomorrow morning and think,
just be like,
freaking A, Howie
did-
Roseman did it again.
How did he do it again?
Freaking A. Yes,
And
that was the one. It was
So-
that and Ruben Bain for me.
I hate it too because honestly, I feel like I'm gonna start cheering against Lemon now, just because I don't want it to work out
I
one
know.
more time for them. Like I want him to be, but I'm sure it will. I'm not gonna actually bet against him. I'm just gonna want to. Right.
Mekhi Lemon. I'm gonna wake up and the thought's gonna be Howie Roseman again. He can't keep getting away with it. And then Ruben Bain just falling right to Tampa. I think that was the other one where I'm just like, oh man, now just imagining Todd Bowles and Ruben Bain just wreaking havoc in the NFC South. That's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, you need an immediate pass rusher or immediate pass rushing ability and production.
Yep.
You got that in spades.
You got that in spades. Yes. In response to the people who, when I talked about the worst picks, I'm working on a video for that. Yeah. They've thrown out Ty Simpson. Thrown out the Texans pick, trading up for Keelan Rutledge.
Yeah.
I agree. Again, philosophically, they need help on the offensive line. Don't hate it. Keelan Rutledge wasn't ahead of Basantis or Pregnon for me. And you traded capital for a guy who was going to be there, in my opinion. And you could have settled on Basantis. You could have settled on Pregnon. I don't think Rutledge was a must-have. I love Rutledge, the player. He'll get the dirty work done for you on the inside, but oh man, you could have even settled on Jennings Dunker on day 3 if you really wanted. There were so many other outs than trading up for Keelan Rutledge, if you ask me.
The only way to phrase it in the video will be you moved up 2 spots and moved back 30 spots for Keelan Rutledge.
Yep.
Like
that's it. Remind me what round? 2 to 3, right?
It was yes. No, early 3 to late 3. 69 early 3.
But then give a 5th on top of that.
Yeah.
Still. Oh man. Yeah, to move up 2 spots.
Yeah, 69's an early 3, 91 is pretty much in like the compensatory territory.
So far, I think I do have my top 4 made up. I'm gonna look for one more to slot in there, and it's honestly gonna be tough because I can justify a lot of these picks that happened in round 1.
You got to go the clickbait, man.
But I get it. Jeremiah Love is butts and seats, dude.
Please,
I get it.
Please, no matter how much you dislike the Cardinals, do not overthink Jeremiah Love. He is the 101.
Yes.
He'll still be
the clear 101.
He still will be.
Do not overthink that one.
In your dynasty rookie drafts. In your dynasty rookie drafts.
No matter how much you like Cornell Tate to Tennessee. No matter how much you like Mekhi Lemon to Philly. No matter how much you like Jordan Tyson being the compliment to Chris Olave.
Jadarian Price, he is Jeremiah Love is
Kenyon
the 101.
Sadiq, anybody?
Please don't.
Jeremiah 101.
And Tate's the 102.
Well, fellas, should we put a pin on the stream there? I can't believe we're at the end of another round 1, and we're still ending probably an hour earlier than we have been in past years, and we've hung on for 30 minutes afterwards.
We haven't had to travel at all for this one. Well, you guys did.
Yeah, I was gonna say I drove an hour and a half.
I drove from Iowa. I drove 4 hours for this one.
Yeah, but my hour and a half drive was only 30 miles.
Yeah, well, that's true. Mine was 200 something. That's fair. That's fair. Just to satisfy Steph Curry in the comments. Thoughts on Lemon? Yeah, we all love the pick. AJ Brown's gone for sure. Howie Roseman salivating that he got another wide receiver just fall right in his lap. Traded up with a division foe to do it. It's just chef's kiss for Howie Roseman there. Yep. Just a masterclass once again of just be patient. The board will fall you. You don't have to give up. You don't have to move back 30 spots and give a 5th to get Keelan Rutledge. I'll do that same thing and get Mekhi Lemon, you dork. That's Howie Roseman. It's a masterclass every single time with him. So appreciate you all. Yes. Have a great night, Alpha. Thanks Alpha's been hanging out the whole stream with us. We appreciate you.
Night.
Thanks for those of you who have been hanging out on TikTok. I'll let Ty or Can go up and end the stream on TikTok. But we appreciate you all who have been with us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, X the whole night. We appreciate you all. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.